Now recording.
Hi, Craig.
Now we're all here. Craig, our silent, but
Deadly.
yeah, well,
Can y'all hear me?
yes.
Yep.
Thank God.
No.
I've spent the last like 5 or 6 minutes waiting on Discord.
Might be also similar to the robot noise that comes out when you speak at the moment.
His does do that sometimes.
I have it set to where I only do 10 houses a day, but on Monday, Thursday, Friday, I do in the morning, and then tomorrow and Thursday, I do in the afternoon. But tomorrow's route doesn't have any appointments in the afternoon. Is it okay if I start in the morning, you think?
What are you talking about?
Like he has it blocked off. It's because I'm starting to like kind of wane myself off into my drone business, but I also kind of need a baseline to just exist on, just in case. So
I mean,
anything I make on top of that.
I don't see why it would matter if you started in the morning.
Okay, I just don't want him to be like, oh well, what, And then also like, I told him that I would know what I wanted to do on Tuesday, and I told him, yeah, I'd be here to work. But whenever I said I came in this morning, I was like, okay, I want to do 10 houses a day. And he was like, okay. And then I was like, how would that work with afternoon appointments? Because, like, would that just be eradicated, or like, would there be just some days that's just impossible? He's like, I could just set it to where your Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you're just only set in the afternoons. But then he gave me 18 today, and I was like, I was like, Daniel, I asked for 10. And he's like, well, I thought you meant like after today. I was like, what? So
I've got an 8
that
to
was
12, and I have interviews in the morning and a 2 to 4.
Dang.
It's just a manager day, but I have to do interviews. 8 to 12.
How many people are you trying to get?
All of them.
Before Rebecca got fired, we needed 1, so 2.
Oh shit!
Didn't she like not do her job or something, and then like argued about it?
She wasn't doing weep holes like at all. And Brandon called her not doing them. And then when he asked her why, she was like, "Oh, I'm only doing it in the weep holes that don't have anything." But she wasn't even like bringing the weep. She wasn't doing it at all. And then she tried to say, "Oh, well, the label says it can only be done once every 9 months," which is not true. And in fact, I went and read the entire label just to see, and there's only one spot in the label that says anything about an interval, and that interval is every day.
Oh my gosh.
Specifically, that was for treating rat burrows for mites and ticks. And I mean, dusting those burrows.
You're not treating for the rat. You're treating for the mice and ticks
apparently,
of the rat.
Yeah.
Just imagine a bunch of rats coming out and coughing and shit.
It's like sneezing.
And then
did y'all know that they make spicy bird feed now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I saw that at Walmart. I was like, yes.
I was like, that's crazy. One of my customers, I like recommended it. I was like, they're like, I actually think I have this, and they're like, I have this. And I was like, yeah, just use that.
Interesting.
Spicy bird seed.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's basically just cayenne pepper spilled all over bird seed.
Literally. And then she was like, should I add more? I was like, yes, just add as much as you can. Like, literally get like a vat, like a big old thing of jalapenos, and just like get the juice and just pour it all over it. Like, just let it soak.
And then get a couple limes
honestly
and
just
chomp
let
on
the
some
seeds in there.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Those are literally the spiciest part of the jalapeno.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Tell them to experiment. Get out of their
Yeah.
white people taste. Try something spicy.
'Cause if anything, y'all could eat it. It might even taste good. Don't do it.
I mean, humans are about the only mammals that are going to eat spicy and think, "Oh, that hurts. I need more."
Yeah, because
It's because we figured it out, like the flavor over the burning sensation that feels like your mouth is actually on fire.
Yeah, because we're idiots. That's why.
Human beings are masochists.
Yep.
And people in like Mexico like just kept doing it so much that they're just like, yeah, I don't even taste the spice anymore. We just eat it for the flavor. It's like, wow.
Well, it's like, think about, like alcohol and various drugs and stuff. It's like these things are literally poison and we love them. Like,
True. Well, a lot of them are also addictive. So,
well, yeah, but
Only humans will take something that's bad for you and have you trip balls and oh god.
he died.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got attacked by a wolf.
Oh.
Fucking wolf.
Yeah, but only humans will like take something that makes them trip balls and feel like shit afterwards and think, "Oh my god, I need more." To be fair, though, there have been documented cases of squirrels eating like fermented fruit, and then going back and re-eating that fermented fruit after they've stopped being drunk.
Wow. We have a couple squirrels that we have a like sticky thing on our window that has like a little house that we just put bird feed in. But it's like a mix for also squirrels because we don't really care. And we have a squirrel that comes up and we just have our cat tree right in front of the window. So both our cats just like trying to attack him the entire time. And he's just used to it now. So he's just sitting on the lip of the window while the cats are trying to brutally murder him, just like eating his nuts.
Squirrels love.
Man, when Margaret was alive, every spring she would say, "Go get my 22 and go shoot some of them squirrels. I'm hungry." I'm like, you're what? She's like,
Squirrels too ain't bad.
Better than chicken. I'm like, oh, okay, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I shoot it with a 22 when I pellet gun it.
Well, a pellet gun would maybe not kill it very fast. I don't know. A 22 is basically a pellet gun with gunpowder.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then again, I'm the guy speaking with a rat bucket, so.
You kind of called yourself out on that one, Hayden.
Yeah, I mean.
Daniel has his rat handgun.
That's true.
You'd see it running and be like, oh my god, boom. He's like, sorry about that. I'll clean up the blood. Here's the company's card.
Then there's Eric with a rat bat.
I know. That'd be crazy. He's used it twice.
You just like sitting up in your house and then you just hear thumping go around on
He brings it up into the attic. He's like, I see a couple. And he's like, I'm gonna go get my bat. And he goes up there and he's here, bing, boom, and like it's slamming against like the roof.
He accidentally misses the wood beam and gets it through the ceiling.
Or misses and trips and falls through the ceiling.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you see the end of a bat poking out of your ceiling. That was like that when I got here.
I was just thinking of him falling through like on their bed or something, like just all like the dust and everything just.
He just assumes the captain's sexy lay down, like, hey, baby.
He's like,
rat
I was actually prepared for that.
Just a bloody dripping rat.
Like,
he's like, I'll go take this outside now.
I know a guy. I'll get this fixed. And then he'll just walk out and leave.
And then ghost him for 3 years and quit his job.
Yeah.
Jaden, you're not putting your camera on for us this week?
I mean, I can. I'm tired and not a looker.
When are you not tired, Jaden?
I don't know because I just never sleep.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Yeah, you're the only model among this.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. And you do have a professional. What you take professional photographs or something like that?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, but I only modeled when I was 12. It was at Market Street. Like they had a whole runway like in the middle of Market Street, and there was like a bunch of like famous photographers and everything like there. It was crazy. It was for Gap of all places.
Didn't
I
you?
was like, what the hell?
Didn't you just go do some photo shoots?
Yeah, I had 2 today.
What?
I know. And then whenever on Saturday
How
or
much?
no, Friday, my first day, I was like by myself. I went to this place called Rinspec and Katy, which is like a car wrap and wheel and tire and like just like maintenance shop. And me and my buddy Zach, who's been the one that's kind of been leading me through this, was like, yo, we should just go here and you could just take some shots for them and then we could just see what's up. And they're like, we want to start a YouTube channel and we want y'all to like video us.
Huh.
I was like,
Nice.
oh, so that's already one thing right there that I'm going to have on top of that. And that's just going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah. Not bad.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah, well,
And
so
then-
I don't know what you're saying, not a looker.
Well, I'm going to be behind the camera, not in front of it.
Okay, fine. You don't gotta get on. Hayden, what about you? We gonna see your?
It's also
your
dark in
face
here.
tonight?
Wow,
Not
Bill,
like
I
it
can
matters. Your
see
screen
you.
is actually pretty bright.
Yeah, my screen's always fucking bright, bro. You just see the glare of my pure white Jesus skin that I got.
All right.
going on.
I'll turn it on. I'll turn it on. Hayden, you have to turn it on if I turn it on.
All right.
All right, I'm turning on.
Having the camera thing up makes it easier for me to spot when Craig drops out too. Because his Craig's icon thing is right in the middle of all of ours. So if it disappears, it's going to shift everything.
Replug in my camera.
Although if Frank stops playing video games, that'll also shift everything.
Totally have the option to watch.
Should I?
You'll be able to watch Vampire Diaries in the background too. All right.
Is that going to be making noise in the background?
Look at that.
Can you hear it?
No.
Look at them sexy boys.
Well, then no.
Okay.
It's been going on this entire time.
Oh, okay. That's going to be distracting.
I know, right?
All right, so I guess we'll do the intro. All right. Greetings, mortals, and welcome to another episode of Houston After Dark, an integrated dice management podcast. I am your storyteller, Ron Bjork, and our first bloodsucker this evening is Frank.
Hi, I'm Frank. I play somebody.
Oh.
Of Cole.
Yes, he plays Cole.
That's my name. And I am currently playing Days Gone.
He's about to be playing this.
Now we have another connoisseur of only the finest sanguine fluids, Jaden.
Hello. I'm playing Wesley Isaac, and we're gonna get something done tonight.
All right. Next up, dining on the vitae of his victims, we have Bill.
What's up, everybody? I'm Bill. I'm gonna be playing everyone's lovable favorite therapist, Jerry Wilson. And that blood tastes so sweet.
And finally, bathing in the blood of his own bullet wounds, we have Hayden.
Hey, yeah, I'm playing Maxwell Cox. Let's try not to screw that this time, because that's what I did last time.
Does anyone else get a crackle whenever Bill talks?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not just my headphones hating Bill.
We all hate Bill.
See if this helps.
Everybody's headphone hates Bill.
Everyone hates Brill.
Chris.
Brill.
How's that? Is that any better?
No, it's just
No.
his connection is just bad. So
Yeah,
That's okay.
That's why, Bill, if you need to get Tasha to help you with this, get that Audacity installed and start using it in the future, because that'll
I gotta
solve.
go do that right now.
Is it already installed?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and probably do that now.
Okay, yeah. But that'll solve any audio issues on recordings. Won't solve what we hear right now, but all right. So it is Wednesday, January 8th, the year 2020. The weather is partly cloudy, 55 degrees. Top news: man wanted for robbing an 80-year-old woman in North Houston. Uh,
Oh.
Houston City Council making history with 9 women elected. Iran U.S. airbase. Iran attacks a U.S. airbase in Iraq. That was confusing. Um,
Happens.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle step down as senior royals, moving to Canada. Trending on Twitter: Iran missile
Wait, they moved to
strikes
Canada?
in 2020. Apparently,
I thought they moved to LA or something.
the article said Canada, so
Damn.
hashtag
Article never lies.
Iran missile strikes, hashtag first BTS movie, and hashtag I voted for Hillary Clinton. Um, and I unfortunately forgot to write fun little wake up scenes for each of you like I usually do. Um, but if I were to recap what happened last episode, we started off with Jaden and his wife getting a fight because she wanted to get frisky and he was still in his death sleep of a vampire. And then when he finally woke up, she uh, she screamed at him. They got in a fight. He gave her money to go on a vacation, and she said she was going to go stay with Seth Rogen, and take the kids. So there's all your food.
He's a family guy.
There's all the food you just sent
Mm.
to LA. You know, so don't get hungry.
Well, I
Speak.
have people in the streets. In the streets.
Cole didn't have too much happen to him other than that he got he played phone tag for a while and then hacked into some security footage and watched Jerry and Max leaving the hospital. He tried to find out what was going on with the police investigation, but couldn't get very far with that. And uh, Jaden also, or Wesley also had an interview with a police officer, in which we had a very long conversation about whether or not his security features would alert the police. Uh, and then he had intended on murdering the cop, but then that ended up not happening.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
And he's the only one who's actually met the FBI agent who showed up right at the end of that and like convinced the cop played by Frank to leave and not get in a fight with the vampire. And he called Wesley a leech.
Racist.
And then Max and Jerry both spent the night together, or the day together rather, and then woke up and found out that the FBI agent was visiting Jerry's place of business as well as visiting Max's wife, ex-wife, whatever her name is. I don't remember. Ex-wife Brenda. Um, and that happened during the day.
Bill's dying.
What is happening?
It's over. It's been a good run.
You
Sorry, I choked on my spit. I tried to breathe, and it all went into my lungs.
Thank you for muting that. Because we didn't know what was happening. Okay, he's
Poor Bill.
still dying.
Bill. Oh.
Um,
Perfect drink to go down.
and then we ended the session with Jerry and Max very awkwardly. Honestly, I felt it was more awkward than Wesley feeding on his wife and children. They
Really?
fed on Carl.
It was pretty awkward.
Okay, you're like, but like, I understand that it was awkward, but like, how is it more awkward? I just
Felt like
curious.
that was more awkward. I don't know why. I guess because Frank was actually playing him, whereas the kids were just NPCs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's more personalized.
Yeah.
It was more intimate.
I mean, the kids were just like, they were hypnotized. They didn't question it. I mean, Carl didn't question it either, but
Carl.
Coral.
Cool.
And then also the sheriff showed up and kind of lectured Jerry and Max a little bit and said she would look into this FBI thing. And Max also made a phone call to someone he met at the Elysium, Lori Harris,
Mm-hmm.
asking her what he should do, and she said she would look into it as well. And I think that's everything that happened last episode. So does anyone have any specific stuff they want to do? I mean, I know Max is intending on laying low.
Oh yeah.
I think as soon as Jerry wakes up after everything that's been going on, he's like, you know what? We were given a job. We probably need to do that. So I'm gonna like text Cole and
I want to find
Wesley,
out. Go ahead. Sorry.
and I'm gonna be like, hey, we do got a job. We do got a job to do. Maybe we should go ahead and get this done. Do y'all want to meet up and try to see what we can do tonight?
Yes.
About the
I'm not messaging you, Max. Not yet.
well, Max is in the house with you.
Yeah, I'm like sitting right there, and
know,
I
but
see like a group message being made. I'm not included. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Also, nobody knows that Wesley had an interview with a cop. Because y'all have.
Oh yeah, I imagine this is gonna be very fun news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
If he ever
yeah,
brings it
pretty
up.
much.
If I bring it up.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were sitting next to me, by the way, Max. I thought you were up in the up hidden in the
Up in the fucking
tiles again.
ceiling, still just chilling in there.
And then I was just gonna grab a broom and just start bumping tiles. Just be like, hey, hey,
Trying
hey,
to see which one I'm
wake
under.
up. Wake up, wake up.
So
Then I was just gonna be like,
before we
want to go
do
have some
this,
fun tonight?
everyone needs to roll a rouse check to wake up and see if they get hungrier. Just a reminder of where that is. It'll be at the bottom of your character sheet. Maxwell and Wesley do not get hungry.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
All right. Bear with me for a moment. For whatever reason, my internet is made of potato tonight.
Frank, are you?
Ron, I'm trying to get this going.
Do you want me to roll for you, Bill?
That would be awesome. Yeah.
All right. Cole does get hungrier, so increase your hunger by 1. And then player characters, Jerry.
I'm confused about something.
So
Under Maxwell,
And Jerry also.
it says rouse hunger 9,
Jerry,
and it says rousing success. Now, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
you fed last episode, I think, right? Because it's saying you're at hunger 3
Yes.
right now. I think you should be down 1.
yeah, you should be down to 1, I think.
Right. Okay, so
or however much you
Yeah.
decided to drink out of him. Because I decided to drink down too. Because what I remember, it was
I think
he
Jerry.
only had so many life points,
Yeah.
and we decided that I wanted more.
I think Jerry only took one.
Yeah, I
So
think I only took. Yeah, I did only
brought you
take
down
one.
to 2, so now you're back up to 3 again. So you're still very hungry tonight,
All right.
but
Well,
not like
actually, real fast.
not losing control hungry, just very hungry.
Okay, I hear you. But real fast, I do have a question. So under Maxwell, it says rouse hunger 0, rousing success, and then under Wesley Isaac, rouse hunger 9, rousing success. Scroll down a little lower. Cole, rouse hunger 1, hunger.
That's because a 0
But 0 passed.
0 is a 10.
Oh, thank you very
That's,
much.
the icon is showing you what it would look like on a dice.
Hmm. Okay, I hear you.
Wait, what
Oh,
were?
quick question.
Go ahead.
It's off topic. Never mind. I probably shouldn't ask it.
Go ahead.
Well, now I'm
When
curious.
has that ever stopped?
Okay. Have any of you guys tasted Pepsi Nitro?
No.
No.
It's like if you got
Seen it.
Guinness. It's like if you got Guinness and put it in Pepsi. Like it's cold brewed. It's it tastes thick and flat, and so it's like
Sounds
Interesting.
Is it supposed to be like when Bud Light did Nitro, where you're supposed to like take the can, like shake it up and
yeah.
down 3
And when you
times,
crack
then
it open,
pour
it sounds
out?
like a fucking turbo, bro. Like in a car. I was like, no way.
Yeah. I've done the Budweiser Nitro. That one was actually really good. It tasted exactly like draft beer.
Yeah, it's thick like a like Guinness.
Weird.
How do you know what Guinness tastes like? You're supposed to be Mormon.
Brandon. We just like started talking about it, and I was like, I guess, but it just tasted thick, like thicker than water. It made me uncomfortable for the first moment. I was like, this reminds me of something else. Yeah.
You never seemed to mind the thickness before.
That's true. I'm sorry, Bill. I won't complain next time.
I've never heard you complain before anyway, so.
Sorry.
Um,
Sorry, Ron.
Bill, so what were you saying you
Did
were
I put it on Sired in here?
Pretty much, I sent a group message to Cole and Wesley, letting them know, hey, the sheriff came by last night, and they did give us a job. Do you want to go ahead and do? Should we go ahead and meet up at some point and do that?
The sheriff gave you a job?
y'all's job to find them?
Upside down smiley
No,
face.
I was just.
It was the prince.
No, I was saying that we were given a job, and then last night I also got a visit from the sheriff, so we're kind of already on radar. So maybe we should go and do this.
Well,
I
you're
text back,
kind of on
yes.
radar. Sideways smiley face with the cry emoji.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
I still want to find out what's going on with the University of Houston. Is it the vampire?
That was technically part of our job.
Well, there's a vampire club started at U of H recently. That, as far as you know, it's not by
Posers.
vampires, but rather vampire fans. But that's all you know about that. Other things let's see. I don't think, yeah, y'all didn't get any of the medium or hard rumors. You know, so Cole noticed some weird activity on Jerry's app for a while, possibly money laundering of some sort. I don't remember what y'all ended up doing about that. I think y'all were trying to find some way to make money off it yourself. Uh,
I did make money off of it myself.
oh, you did? Okay.
It was a buyout basically.
Frank.
Yeah, Frank
told
basically
you.
backstabbed him.
No,
I've completely forgot about it.
I found it, and then I
I
talked
am
to the
upset about it
guy,
again.
and then was given money to keep quiet, and then I immediately told you.
Jerry, what day are your grief counseling sessions or whatever? Well, it was.
That was last night.
Yeah, okay. So your night is free.
So, yeah. And I think last night was Thursday. So is today Friday?
No, last night was Wednesday. It was no, today is Wednesday.
It shouldn't have been Wednesday because
Today is
okay,
Wednesday.
today is Wednesday. Okay. So then after I send out that message and I get even one reply yes and still shaking ceiling tiles.
Yeah.
Still can't fucking find Max. Wherever he is, I'm gonna go over to the to like my email screen and I'm gonna just message my assistant and I think her name was fuck. I'll have to go back and rewatch it, but I'm just gonna send my assistant reminder to go ahead and cancel my appointments for Thursday.
She responds back very quickly saying that FBI agent came by again today, but I sent him away.
I'm going to send her back. Thank you so much. You are very diligent, and I appreciate you very much.
And
Her
at that
parents
moment,
must
you
not
hear
have
like a
liked
little
her.
creak in the air duct.
I'm surprised somebody would name their kid "fuck." That's just kind of messed up.
It is 2020. You know.
Someone out there named their kid Apple, and another person out there named a kid Blanket.
Yeah.
True. And those kids are gonna grow up, and then they're gonna be
Get
made fun
bullied.
of.
Somebody
And then
named their kid North.
What
If I have
Northwest.
a name like that, I feel like there's only two options if you have a name like that. You either be ready to take the world's punches, or be
Or own
ready
it.
to do the punching.
Yeah.
Yeah, own it.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you're fucking Kanye's daughter, that's kind of live. I mean, you'll be fine.
So far you guys have investigated
Until they release a sex tape of their parents.
so far you guys have
Being just been bullied.
investigated a little bit into one of the three vampires. Her name is Olivia Taylor. Where are the notes on what you found out about them? If I remember right, you learned from Cole learned from his sire that she's always carrying around, or somebody learned that she's always carrying around her cell phone and filming short clips of herself and crap like that, and that she calls herself Cassandra. And also, you know that she frequents the nightclub Dark Spire, which is only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Today is, of course, Wednesday. Uh, you. Oh wait, I put the notes of what you know here, so I was kind of hoping y'all would do this because it's the only thing I have prepped. Okay, you know that she is a Toreador who is supposed to embrace a new kindred for the prince, just like all the others. She frequents a nightclub called Darkspire, which is open Thursday through Saturday. Cole learned that she's a TikToker who goes by the name of Cassandra, and that she goes hard into the goth scene. But he has not investigated into, tried to find her on TikTok or anything like that yet.
Nor do I. I don't think I told anybody that I found that information either. So.
No.
And this is the person we're supposed to be finding, right?
It's one of the people you're supposed to be finding, yes. Well, technically, you're supposed to find the person that she turned into a vampire, but you weren't given the names of those people. You're given the names of the sires themselves.
Gotcha.
There are two others, but you haven't investigated into them at all, and also I don't know where my notes on them are. They're in a notepad somewhere, so don't investigate them yet. um,
I sent a text to the group. Hey, let's go investigate the two guys that we don't know anything about.
I don't even remember who they are. I know which one. I know which one of them is. There is one of them that I basically know what you would do. For that one. Oh yeah,
I
Jess.
mean, there is also that one at U of H.
There. Well, U of H is the Vampire Club. Um, there's Jess Crowkless is one of the ones I think, and then I think the other one was Liam Riva. Jess is a Gangrel and Liam is a Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
You do have some information on them, which I can give you some of that just to remind us all. Um, so let's see. Oh, here's the recap of all of the stuff from that episode. So you were brought to a meeting with the prince where you learned there were supposed to be 7 new vampires, but only 4 were at the meeting. The prince was furious and punched off his butler's jaw, whose name was Jeeves, and told the party it was their job to find the missing 3 newborns. Afterwards, you went to Elysium at the Museum of Fine Arts and met a lot of notable characters and gathered a lot of information on the 3 missing vampires. Here's a bunch of notes I took just to remind y'all. Jerry learned a rumor about the Vampire Club at U of H. It doesn't sound like it has anything to do with real vampires, but could be worth looking into, if anything, to find willing mortals to feed on. Jerry spoke with Oscar Peretta, the Nosferatu primogen, and received his business card. And he pissed off the sheriff too fond to the point where she grabbed his wrist and broke it. Max gave his number and made good headway with the Toreador primogen, Lori Harris. He learned the names of the Gangrel, Jess, and the Toreador, Olivia, and that she hangs out at a nightclub called Darkspire. Max owes the Nosferatu primogen a minor favor in exchange for the address of Liam Riva. So you have Liam Riva's address, which, if I remember right, is like under a bridge or something.
Yeah.
Max, that's also the night that you saw Tiv get arrested by her clan. Cole convinced the bartender Chinwei Guatam to try out playing D&D. Chinwei is a masculine man, a ghoul, specifically not French, born on January 31st and had liver disease. Cole gave him some of his blood and now has a bond level 1 with the guy. Oh yeah, Cole, you've got a blood bonded human.
Oh, cool.
I forgot about that. He gave him enough blood to get all the way to bond 3 if the guy continues to drink it night after night and not all at once. You don't know what happened with that. But the
I
person
did get his number though, right?
Yes, the person is also a ghoul to someone else already.
That's fine.
Yeah, Cole had a good meeting with the sheriff and was given her contact info via her secretary, Jeffrey Hinsfield. He also learned the address of Jess, the gangrel who was supposed to sire someone. Basically, she lives under a bridge. Okay, it was the gangrel that lives under a bridge. And learned about a group of humans getting torn to bits by some sort of animal attack. Jeffrey will text Cole later a document with all the traditions on it. I guess he did that. Cole also learned the name of Liam Riva. The sheriff will also try to get Cole info on the animal attacks. She never did that because I forgot. Wesley. So Jaden fell asleep or something, but he did learn at the beginning of the session that the Ventru who helped his family in exchange for the ability to buy. Oh, yeah, you learned about the guy trying to buy out part of your company. And that was all the rumors from that big rumor session, because then the next episode is when Max faked his death and all of that started happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Max, are you still up in the ceiling?
I can be.
Well, you get a phone call. No, wait. Yeah, no. Did you call Lori from your phone or your burner phone? Because your phone
I
is
called her from my
destroyed.
phone.
Okay, you don't get a phone call. Never mind.
Can I have a roll to see if maybe I should call someone?
You can maybe roll to see if you remember her phone number. Um, let's see what do we think that would be. Um, let's see. I'm feeling like resolve should be one of them. There's not a memory stat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably. I know like willpower. Oh, you could do a willpower roll.
Where's that?
Willpower is under willpower.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Don't do the WP reroll. I don't know why that exists. Um, you could,
Does any modifiers?
um, you can have a modifier if you choose to boost your roll by doing by
Oh,
getting risking getting hungrier.
arouse.
Yeah. Okay, you don't get hungrier, and yours is +2. I always forget what your. If I remember right, yours is one higher than everyone else's.
Yeah.
We'll just say it's a +2 modifier. Four
Four
successes.
success.
I'm going to say that's enough. 4 successes is the equivalent of a challenging action. So yeah, you remember her number.
Damn.
And so I guess I'll just be like, while I'm up here crawling around in the air ducts, I'm like, I guess I should make a phone call.
All right.
And I call her.
It rings a couple of times, and then you hear her familiar Southern, because the last episode I decided she was Southern voice. Um, why did everything just minimize? Come back.
Howdy there, Max. How's it going?
No, she does say
Well, howdy there, Sonny.
God.
she says
How you doing this fine day,
does say, well, howdy.
sweetheart?
Well, howdy, you've got Lori.
And I go, hey, Lori. And I'm like whispering. So,
Hey, Lori.
so,
Max, is
what's-
that you?
yeah. What's Bill? What's her character's name? Jesus Christ.
Jerry.
Jerry. I'm like, sorry, I'm up in the roof right now because I'm hiding from Jerry.
Oh, my stars, are you in trouble? Again?
He's trying to hit me with a broom. He's trying to find me, and I'm just trying to take a nap.
He's what? You put that boy on the phone right now.
And this is when I open up the ceiling and I know exactly where you are, and I just chunk my phone at you and says, and I go, it's for you.
I pick up the phone, look at it. I see it's on, and I. Hello.
Now, Jerry, is this Jerry? What are you doing harassing
Yes.
that young man up in the ceiling?
I was
called
trying
Mom.
to find him so I could tell. I was trying to find him because he's up in the ceiling, and I'm just trying to share some news. But I can't find him.
Do
He just popped up from that one over there, but I was way over here.
you think maybe he's up in the ceiling because you're chasing after him with the broom?
Shut up, Mom.
It's like straight up, I called Mom.
Okay,
No,
now,
I
Who is this
100%
person?
say that, and I say it with that attitude.
she laughs.
Oh,
And says, okay,
shit.
now put him back on.
And that's when my hand, like directly from underneath you, just goes down and grabs that.
No, I see your hand come down and be like, I told Mom the truth, now you're in trouble, bitch.
I go, hey, Lori.
Hey, how can I help you?
Yeah, so for the most part, I'm just planning on laying low, but do you have any advice on what we should do or like what's going on, the situation?
So I haven't been able to find out a lot, but um, So what I did find out is uh, the FBI agent that's been coming around your house. I found his name. It's Xander Hamish, and he
Xander
really is
Hamish.
an FBI agent. But he arrived on the scene very quickly, and there was never an official case file opened with the bureau. Um, I do think there's a good chance this man might be part of the Inquisition, so I'd probably, if you see him, stay away from him. Um, and let the sheriff deal with him.
I
Um,
have a
Okay.
question.
Did you tell the sheriff this information too, or would you like me to pass that along?
yeah, she helped with it.
Okay.
What's up, Frank?
I so would wouldn't it make more sense that he'd be with DHS?
It doesn't. So the thing is, the Inquisition is just a group of random people in various parts of the government, various churches, various nut jobs in their basements. That they're not an official government organization, so they're with whoever they happen to be.
So they're not part of, like, they might have members that are part of, but they are themselves are not part of the government.
Correct. They are
Okay.
somebody. Whenever I talk, is who is that? I
It's
think
Hayden.
it's coming from.
I'm typing right now, so.
Well, no, it's whenever I talk, it was like doing some weird fuzzy noise.
It was Hayden. I was watching the screen.
uh, yeah, so they're not an officially they don't even exist. Um, but they're not like one organization. They're a group. No one really knows. They might have a hierarchy, they might not. Some of them might not even realize they're part of a greater group. Like it's just it's all mysterious and whatnot.
I just thought it would make
Uh,
more sense if it was DHS than FBI, but yeah, you're right.
this guy just happens to be an FBI agent. The
Yeah.
FBI does investigate murders. Um, and
True.
and theoretically somebody was murdered and came back to life and was murdered again. Um, but
Would Scully be considered part of this shadow group
Scully,
from the X Files?
she was a non-believer, so no,
What about Mulder?
maybe.
Because they were part of the FBI, but they were also the X Files.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, that this guy may or may not know that he's working for the Inquisition. He does appear to know that Wesley is a vampire, based on the insult he said, which means he's probably legit part of the Inquisition. Um, back to
I mean, they want to torture us.
they want to eradicate your kind from existence
Hmm.
and all supernatural things from existence. Um, Lori also says that the Camarilla, the sheriff's got the Camarilla, which is the vampire governing body, basically, has already put a stop to the official investigation. But like they said, there's no actual case opened with the FBI. So this guy is acting independently, um, and that they use their contacts in the police to stop the official police investigation, so the police aren't looking for you. But she does mention that the detective who was working with the agent doesn't seem willing to give it up, even though he's been ordered off the case. So both him and the FBI agent are still in the wind, but the police, at least as of this moment, are not actively looking for you.
Because he's dead.
Well, he's not dead because he got up and ran out of the morgue.
What's the cop's name again?
The cop is Officer Bennings. I think it was Randall, maybe. Officer Randall Bennings. And nobody has seen or heard from Officer John Jack Daniel Doe. He mysteriously, well, I guess it's not mysterious to y'all. He hasn't been heard from. So the one who did the shooting. But anyway, y'all, you should be safe from investigation. I just maybe that detective and that agent are probably still looking for you, but they're not doing it officially anymore. And that's all the information she has for you.
Okay. And if I remember
So much
correctly,
information.
this is not Max remembering anything, but this is Hayden.
Mm-hmm.
Even the cop could have easily wiped the floor with us, right? Like, he is outrageously powerful.
Specifically in his skill with guns. So his gun skill was very high, but guns don't do much to vampires. So
Does he have wooden bullets?
no, he doesn't know the cop doesn't
With
know anything
silver
about
cores?
vampires. The cop has 4 points in firearms and 3 points in dexterity. So he would have had a large dice pool to shoot at you with.
And we would have been fine.
But overall, honestly, Wesley probably could have killed him because vampires don't take that much damage from bullets.
I just hesitated, and I hesitated, and then it was too late, and then he walked out, basically. So
And then the FBI walked
I mean,
in.
to be fair,
yeah,
murdering a cop at an on-record interview, probably not the best thing.
true.
Let's also not forget our other random characters who haven't ever showed up, such as the CEO and childhood friend of Cole, Alex, um, whose full name is Alejandro Carlos Edrera Ocampo, the CEO of Cole's company. And what other characters have we not mentioned today?
I think Frank's asleep.
Maxwell Cox
No.
Jr.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you are probably good to go out and about. Just keep an eye out for an old detective and an FBI agent who both seem to be working by themselves.
All right.
For the moment.
For the moment.
What car do I drive?
What car do you?
Porsche Cayenne.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna hop in my car. I guess just drive to Bill. Where you at?
We're over at we're over at my therapy office, so I've got a loft above the actual therapist joint.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're at.
Okay. Well, I probably have that saved to my phone because I've been there recently. And I head there.
All right. Is everyone heading to Jerry's, or what's the plan? What's Cole up to?
He's vaping.
All right.
That's a good
I
point.
don't-
Everyone, take a vape break.
Yeah, let me just do that.
Hold on, I'll just drink my drink. Actually, I think there's a weed vape around here somewhere. But it's dead.
Damn.
Like real, or is it one of those Delta ones from the gas
TBD.
station?
No, it was from Colorado.
Delta 8's real, bro.
Yeah.
Delta 8 is I've had it 3 times now, and the first time it was 3 chocolates basically. and the same stuff each time. But the first time I had 1 and felt nothing. The second time I had 2 and felt like I was tripping balls.
Oh,
Like I was getting psychedelic effects, mild ones.
And,
And then
and then the third time he ate all 3 and he could hear his hair growing.
no, the third time I had 1.5 and felt nothing. So
oh.
yeah,
So you could either feel like you're dying or you could be fine and not feel anything.
I imagine the reason the second time affected me so much. I mean, it was the largest dose, but also I probably had worked a helper route or something like that. I probably was just tired already, and so I was more susceptible. But yeah. At the time of this recording, Delta 8 is legal government,
In Texas,
in Texas. So go away.
due to the 2018 Farm Bill, all hemp.
Okay, so what is Cole doing?
He was vaping. Now he's playing with a knife.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
got an email from.
Put it down before you cut yourself again.
Hold on, I need a random.
That wasn't a cut. That was a dog bite.
Where is it? Where's my random generator, real quick? Reload.
It got me right on the knuckle.
Damn, I got on my ankle and my hand. Oh yeah, well,
What?
it's kind of healed up now, but it was on this pinky. Like that was where the tooth went in.
We need a masculine nickname. Generate life story. Generate all categories.
I'll punch the dog.
All right.
No, he grabbed my hand with his face.
This name is too.
You have a whole nother hand. You take your other hand and you punch the dog in the face.
Or if you have your mosquito mister on your
Calm
back,
down,
he's
dog. Take
swinging
a
around
breath.
into its head because it's a police dog and trained to kill. So
Okay, these names.
Oh. No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Generate life story. We can have
Told you, Frank.
I didn't say anything.
You're always saying my wife is fake. It's just a cover up. She just walked past.
Hey Ron, I have a
Edits
quick
there.
question about my character.
all right.
So I have acid blood, right? But if I try to feed anyone else my blood to make them subservient to me, do they just kind of melt on the inside?
No, you have to activate that acid blood. So
Okay. So I could do it if I
So
wanted
what you're
to.
saying is that if you gave someone the blood and you decided acid,
okay,
Like sand.
Frank, you also, Cole rather, also has an email from a Michael Platten, going into vivid detail about his app that tracks ink and ink pens and how he wants you to look it over for him and see what you think.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's the guy from
He's
the bar.
he's from episode 1. He's not the guy who you convinced to play D&D. You've now convinced you've made contact with 2 different bartenders.
I talked to both of them about D&D though, didn't I?
No, the other one, what you talked to, you had a conversation with him about the, I believe the way you worded it was the attractive possibilities of AI, and then he went into his pitch about his ink pen tracking app to tell you how much ink is left in your ink pen.
I text him back and tell him I feel the overhead on the pin is just not high enough to make it a viable app.
Okay, he'll eventually respond to that.
I also text him. I am trying to put together a D&D game and ask him if he's interested.
All right, he'll respond to that at some point. It was an.
But yeah, if everybody's going over to what's his nuts house, I guess I'll go too.
Okay. Wesley. actually,
For how many
Bill,
games now?
what?
Uh,
What, Bill?
Mm.
We played for how many games now? Still can't remember my character's name.
Well, no, I was gonna do something with Wesley, but now I'm doing something with Jerry. But Bill, is your place open right now? Your business?
No, no, it's not. Not this
Yes.
one anyway. This one is closed for the day.
Okay, it's closed for today. All right, Wesley, when you arrive, you see a man. Like he's just kind of like he looks probably like a homeless dude. He's definitely got the jitters. Um, and he's like hanging out outside of Jerry's place of business. And whenever you walk up, the guy like starts coming over to you. What's your reaction when
Do
this?
I have compelling? Did I ask you this already?
Let me tell you what your powers are real quick. Let's see.
Because I want compel. I think I have like persuade or something. I don't remember.
Uh, you currently have celerity, rapid
I think compel is
reflexes.
basically persuade.
You have soaring leap. You have all, and then you have cloud memory. You did not take compel. You took cloud memory.
Have I used cloud memory yet?
Um, no.
Why don't you go make yourself one?
I don't think I have. I really want compel now that I've watched Vampire Diaries and know how that works.
Yes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh my god. Now that I've seen True Blood, all I want is some True Blood. Yes.
All right.
Suki Stackhouse. It's gonna be real awkward when Ron gets back
Why?
because he's gonna have to listen to this record at some point. And yes, so the actress that played Suki Stackhouse is also the one that played Roker in the original X-Men movie.
I am back. You say you want compel.
Yes, instead of
What?
like completely.
So you have some experience points. Why does it say
Oh, can I have both?
you have both what?
I mean, am I able to use experience on that?
Yes, I'm finding out the cost real quick.
This guy's literally walking up to me, and then I like pause in my mind.
Did you spend experience points on something else at some point?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you should actually have 16. Oh, probably I just typoed. Okay. Um, your experience is on the Blood and XP tab. Experience to
Hmm.
6. That should probably be 16 and 16.
Okay.
So let me see how much that costs real quick, because you can get that before we. Let's see. Compel. Compel, compel, compel. Disciplines, dominate. I think it's a level 1. It is level 1. So
Nice.
that is going to cost you. Um, what is. I think you've got enough for it. Because you already have something at that rank, so it means it costs a little bit more. That'll cost you 10 experience points.
Wow, I'll do that.
Okay, now you have compel.
Okay, and then now I have 6 experience to expend.
Yes.
Okay,
How do you
nice.
see what your skills do?
You'll have to look that up, like um, in the so all of the disciplines I have underneath disciplines in the tab where all your character sheets and stuff are. Um, but also you can click on the compendium icon and just look it up that way as well. Yeah. So cloud memory, I think, lets you erase memory for a couple minutes. Yeah, it's
Only for a couple minutes.
Yeah, I've got the.
a lot of the same powers Bill
Yeah,
has.
it's like the last several minutes. I've actually.
Um,
Yeah, I've actually got that one too, as well as awe, and I actually do have the
you
that other one that you just got.
you say the words forget,
I
and
don't remember.
can make them forget the last few minutes, and then compel. Now this is just a level 1 compel ability. It's not like you can do some crazy stuff, but
Well, yeah.
compel with eye contact, the vampire can issue the victim a single action command, no longer than a short sentence, to be obeyed to the letter. It must be possible to complete the command in a single turn. The storyteller decides whether to interpret ambiguous commands in an unexpected or unfavorable way. Alternatively, the command could just simply confuse the victim and fail if it's not clear enough.
Hmm.
And both of those abilities don't require a roll against mortals.
I don't think you can compel other vampires.
You can compel other vampires, but they can resist it.
Ah. No originals here.
No. This homeless dude, Jittery, looks like he's probably hasn't had his whatever his drug is in a while. Starts
Mm.
approaching you.
Well, I'm just gonna hear what he has to say. I'm just gonna look at him. I'm gonna stop in the street and just watch him as he approaches me.
And he approaches you and he's like, hey man, are you heading in there? It's closed, but I really need to see Jerry. Can you tell him I'm out here?
I say, you know what? And I put my hands on his shoulders. I say, I want you to wait until morning and let us know if there's any disturbance outside.
Oh, well, it has to be an action he can complete in a single turn.
Is that not a single turn?
Until morning is many, many turns away.
Dang it. That sucks. All right. Well, never mind. I'll go talk to him.
All right. Thank you.
What happened? I'm sorry. That last bit.
He tried to compel him to do something that would last all the way until morning, but that's a lot longer than one turn.
Unfortunately.
Right now, you can only do simple type commands.
I'm gonna be like, trip. Or it's gonna be like, punch this guy.
Ah!
It's gonna be sad, but it's okay. Hopefully, if I level that up, can that change?
There are more powerful versions, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a name I like for this guy. This random name generator, I like it because it gives me a little bit of a backstory for him as well. But I already know who this guy is. I just never named him.
Hmm.
Matasalin. No, not using that. but it was Matasalin Heki, but spelled Heiki.
Interesting.
Wait, did that actually come up?
Yes. These names, it's giving me the most insane names. Can I just pick generic white guy name? What race is generic white guy?
Kevin Jacob.
English.
His name is Kevin Jacob. He's on the street. On the streets, they call him Planet K.
All right, he'll be Kevin Jacob. Okay, yeah, I mean, you know that's his name, but that's his name. Okay, yeah, so there's a crackhead or something out on the street asking for Jerry, and Wesley, you go in. Is the door unlocked, or does he got to like ring a bell or a buzzer or something?
Maybe we have key cards. Let's go like, shing.
Yeah, the door is locked, so I'll just so he just needs to let me know when he's there.
Are you?
I'm calling
Jay, what are
Bill.
you doing?
He's not answering.
Oh, good luck. Good luck. It's on airplane. I'm trying to save. I was trying to save bandwidth.
Oh. Well, I was gonna ask you to let me in.
Give me a second, Jaden.
It's just like
'cause I
ringing the
feel
outdoor
bad.
bell.
Now I feel bad. Shut up. I should not feel bad, but I do. So I'm going to go ahead and call my good buddy Jaden back. Whenever it tells me I got a call from him, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna.
This guy,
No, the cord is behind the bed.
wow, this tells me their future as well. He's born May 28th, 2003 at 5:33 p.m. He's going to die on July 5th, 2095 at 6:02 p.m. at 92 years old from an unspecified illness.
This is a young. This is a 17-year-old kid.
He's 18, according to this.
18.
Yeah. He speaks English. He's from LA.
Wesley Isaac.
He's right-handed. Blood type O positive.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
It's
miss
okay.
a call.
I'm outside. Can you let me in? There's also this random kid out here. I don't know if you knew this kid, but he keeps wanting to get inside, and he's like drugged out. No, he's actually ex-drugged out.
What's his name?
I didn't catch his name. I didn't care to ask.
How does he look?
Scraggly and old, even though he's like 18. He has like wrinkles
He,
just from his pure drug use.
if you look closer at him, he actually, you can tell he's wearing, honestly, it's very dirty, but it's a bit of a, how is the best way to say this? Flamboyant outfit, maybe.
Interesting.
He,
Bill, do you have secrets to tell us?
he's dressed like a gay bartender.
No. No. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's all the explanation I need. Oh, that's Kevin. Don't worry. It's
Bill, you don't know
he's
this
not actually
person.
looking for help. He's only fix.
Oh,
I don't?
He does not
You
know
don't
this
know
guy.
this person.
I had a whole backstory.
He doesn't know
I had
his
a whole
name.
backstory for him, but okay.
He doesn't know his name. I mean, you might think it's this Kevin guy. I could go with the name that generated finally. Maybe you think it's Kevin.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna make an assumption. Okay, that might be Kevin. He's not in need. He just sees me as a mark, so he tries his best to try to get money off of me. Just ignore him. He'll move on in a couple of hours. Once he realizes
Okay.
where he is.
Well,
Oh, and I just buzzed door. It's unlocked.
okay, thanks. Okay, bye. I just run inside and slam the door and like make sure it locks, and then don't even talk to the guy.
All right, Cole. When you arrive, there's a guy outside. Do you notice him?
God damn, Kevin.
I don't know. Do I notice him?
I mean, he's standing by the door, so yeah.
I'm right back.
I guess I notice him.
Okay, yeah. When
Does he notice me? Is the question.
oh, he know if you start approaching the door, he kind of does the same thing. Look, man, I really need to see Jerry. It's in a, I don't know what he did to me, but I gotta see him.
So if I see him standing outside the door, I want to do my obfuscate.
You can go. Is yours the one where you go invisible?
The observers see the vampire, but their minds choose to ignore it.
Cool.
Witnesses unconsciously move out of the way if the user blocks their path, and rationalize their behavior if pressed. So I wanna try to do that. How do I do that?
What was that dice roll? Oh, hunger.
A 4.
Okay. You get hungrier. Is that Cloak of Shadows?
I don't know. It
Let me
just says
look. Hold
obfuscate.
on. Where's your sheet? Coal.
What you got there?
So if you click on the drop down,
Where?
you have Shadow Cloak.
Uh,
Shadow Cloak. Oh, Shadow Cloak. Okay,
What kind of cookies you got?
that's not in the compendium yet. Shadow Cloak is in the here. Obfuscate. Level 1.
It's got Thin Mints in the freezer right now.
I hope you feel it. I hope you feel it all.
It's
Right
probably
here.
supposed to be called Cloak of Shadows. Um,
So I don't just am not seeing.
it's more than that. Let me Shadow Cloak.
It's I think it's kind of like the false Hydra thing. While it's singing, you don't perceive it. It is there. You are actively
Well,
seeing it, but your mind is like, nope, I don't
the
see that.
level 1
No, I don't see that.
ability under Obfuscate, you have to stand still, and then they can't see you.
Can I just like wait until he looks away and like take a few steps forward and then stop when it's
Oh
him
yeah,
coming
you
back?
can definitely do that. And he's
I do
confused.
that.
He's very confused. I'm gonna say, give me let's see, you've got. Go ahead and give me, I guess, a stealth plus dexterity roll just to see. But we're just gonna. I don't think it asks for difficulty, but it's not gonna be a difficult one.
Dex plus what?
It'll be stealth first and then dexterity because you have to do the skill first. Because Roll20 is weird.
No modifiers.
All of a
For
sudden, the
successes,
manhole cover slides open.
for successes, you do this no problem. He even like turns away for a second, and you're able to like slip through the door without being noticed.
Oh, hey, look over. Okay.
The door's open.
Oh, I don't know.
I
Leave the
call
door open?
Jerry.
Okay.
Maybe I see
Ring,
him.
ring,
Maybe I'm
Jerry.
waiting
I answer
by
the
the
call.
door. I let him in. I'm like standing around the corner from the glass so the guy couldn't see me. But I heard you come, like walking up.
How could you? I was casting Cloak of Shadows.
Oh, I didn't. My cookies distracted me. So I also have vampiring, so I probably would have heard you.
The DM, GM.
You do not have enhanced that. Not
Oh,
not like special.
Fine, and Frank, you're still out there with Kevin.
Actually,
yeah.
I
You unlocked because he didn't know you were there. You're out there with Kevin. You're just hanging out there. Hey, man,
I call Jerry.
what's going on? I think I'm allergic to tap water.
that's what I was confused by. You have Cloak of Shadows and Shadow Cloak. Shadow Cloak applies the influence of your Oblivion skill on ambient shadows. The user masks their appearance or seems more sinister or threatening. You gain a 2 dice bonus to stealth rolls when using it, as well as on intimidation versus mortals. And it doesn't even require you to roll a hunger. Actually, that hunger roll that you rolled, you didn't need to do that for either of those skills.
Okay, so I'm still at 2 hunger then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So where do I see that other thing that you just said, the Cloak of Shadows?
So Cloak of Shadows is this one. Those are the two skills of
Well, the Shadow
Obfuscate.
Cloak then.
And then Shadow Cloak, it's not going to come up in Compendium because they haven't added it, but in my in all of the stuff that I made for y'all under Oblivion, it'll be under Disciplines and then under Oblivion, and it's one of the level 1 Oblivion skills. You picked Shadow Cloak, so
Ah,
yeah.
gotcha.
think, yeah. I mean, there's like this box here for the details of these powers, but it's like a small box. So it's not really helpful. I guess actually you could copy paste it and then click this display button. But anyway, yeah, so you've got 2 shadowy powers.
I do that.
Your stealth, yeah, I mean, you make it, or what?
I called Jerry.
Okay, you called
I
Jerry.
called Jerry.
Is he gonna hear him, Cole?
He will.
Pick up the phone. Go for Jerry.
Well, let me roll for this guy. Let's see. He's
Hey, there's a creepy guy at your front door.
Are you whispering?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, he crit fails, so he does not hear you.
Oh yeah. That's Kevin. Don't worry, he's harmless.
He looks like a crackhead.
He is.
Happens.
So are you gonna buzz me in, or am I just gonna hang out here with Kevin?
All of a sudden, from the door you hear it, and it unlocks.
I go in.
Oh, I'm
I hang up the phone.
writing a note.
Wait, did Frank need to roll a check to see if he was able to make that call?
Oh, that's true. I probably should, huh?
No, I rolled for the dude. He got a crit fail. It doesn't matter. Oh, that. Oh, your
Well, no, because
technology
yeah, to
thing.
make the call.
Next time. Okay.
Technology plus intelligence.
Okay.
Submit.
Yeah, I think you get it.
Alright, I go inside and I'm playing Flappy Bird.
Okay.
Because you can.
There's a cat. All right,
There's a
you
cat.
guys are all
He hates me.
together now. You're all together now for the first time since, technically only like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, so for the first time since y'all met the prince. You're all,
A Bel Air.
no, the Prince of Houston.
Dang.
The
I
prince,
thought we had a mayor.
huh? Yeah,
I
but
thought we had a
vampires have,
mayor.
vampires have princes.
Oh, that's right.
And so yeah, y'all are together. This is y'all's thing now. I mean, I'm not an NPC in this room, so y'all can talk to each other and make plans
As Bill leaves.
as Bill leaves. Yeah.
So, Bill, how do you feel about this?
There's nobody named Bill here.
I mean, that's why no one answered.
Jerry.
Hey, Jerry, we're standing in front of you.
Okay. So let me rap to y'all for a minute. And he pulls up a chair and turns it around. And he sits on it backwards so that y'all know he's cool. Yeah, he's got a baseball cap. He turns it all the way around. He's like, "Let's rap for a minute, y'all." The birds and the bees.
I leave.
Let's talk about it. Oh, come on! I was just trying to break the ice. Come on back. I'm sorry.
I come back.
Cole, whenever you turn to leave, you see the crackhead like staring through the window of the front door.
Jesus Christ.
We're in like a multi-level. We're in like a multi-level building, right? I'm sure we're not on the ground floor.
We just walked in.
but there's like the staircase, a hallway, and my door.
So Jerry, are you upstairs or are you meeting them downstairs where you might see this crackhead?
Upstairs.
Okay.
I was buzzing them. I was buzzing them in up to my residence.
Okay.
Come on
Am,
in, boys.
am I allowed back in the ceiling, or have I been banished from the ceiling?
You've been banished from the ceiling.
God.
You lost your privileges, sir. You sit on the couch.
I'll piss on it next time you yell at me like that again.
You're gonna be laying down in your own piss. That's all I'm saying.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh,
Have you ever woke up drunk?
yeah.
Yes.
I've never pissed myself.
Then you haven't been drunk enough.
Somebody did that
I guess
at one of
not.
the parties.
Oh my gosh.
He passed out. Yeah.
It's not like it's not now. Before anyone gets the wrong idea, it's not like this happened all the time. But everyone remembers that one time they got piss drunk.
I don't. So I never did that. So
Well, obviously, you
I hope that
have a
never
pretty.
happens.
And you were never piss
I've
drunk.
only gotten vomit drunk.
See, it happens. It happens if you happen to pass out before vomit drunk, usually,
Mm.
or well after vomit drunk, and you just kept drinking.
I've been blackout drunk once.
I've
It
never
probably
been
happened to me.
blackout.
I have flashes of what happened that night. And somehow we
Yeah,
arrived
we've all
home.
been there.
Someone drove
Yeah.
us home in our car.
Oh my gosh.
I think I know who did it, but I also don't know for sure. But I do
Frank, was it
remember.
you?
No, I do remember specifically in the backseat of the car and yelling at them to pull over because I had to go throw up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I remember having an Uber after Sean's party with Jacob and his girlfriend, and we were coming back, and I was about to just throw up the entire time. And we finally got back, and I stepped out of the car and just immediately.
Yeah.
That was a fun day.
All right. So
I went to one of
Jarl-
Ron's parties once. I drank like 2 things, but I was with a friend of mine and he got blackout drunk. While driving him home, he threw up in my car.
Oh my God.
Remember JP?
I do remember. Yeah.
Yeah, he got like
No,
blackout
not in
drunk
the
at that party.
car.
Oh, it's my Suburban, and like so we got home. Like I pulled over as quick as I could, but like he still like vomited all over the side of the door and into the door pocket.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I got him home, or I got home. he came out of the truck, laid down, and he's like, "I'll help you clean that," and then snore. And so I was up till like 5 in the morning cleaning out my truck or my Suburban with just the vomit. Like I took the door panel off so I could hose it down. Like it was fucking
Yeah.
everywhere. It was between the window and the inside too. So like I had to fucking pull the door panel off anyways. It was just fucking terrible.
Yeah. Hey, this is why you don't drink.
What?
I said this is why you don't drink.
Yeah.
All right. So what are y'all doing? Y'all are all there.
I'm playing Flappy Bird.
So, I mentioned to everyone that I've been getting visited by the FBI and stuff, and we were given the prince gave us a job, so I figured we should probably get started on that.
Wait,
Been like a couple days now.
You've been visited by the FBI here?
Yes, multiple times, always during the day. So, good
And
luck.
you invited us here? Are you an imbecile?
I checked already. We're not being followed. The sheriff came here herself.
I pull out my laptop and search for Wi-Fi networks.
Jerry, do you have
Do you
Wi-Fi?
need to roll to see if that works?
You do.
Oh, I absolutely have Wi-Fi.
Do I see one that says FBI surveillance fan network?
No, you.
I don't?
Huh? No.
Okay, cool. I use my special software to look for any Wi-Fi signals within
Well,
like a good distance.
now that you're using a laptop, you're gonna need some to make me an actual roll here. And first off, see if it works. So it's technology plus intelligence. 3 successes works. What does your software do?
It's basically looking for any wireless signals whatsoever. If it's Bluetooth, uh, cellular,
Um,
and it'll give you a general description of like what it's from. Like not like Jerry's cell phone, but it'll be like Samsung Galaxy S20, and then like a VIN number or whatever.
right.
I'm just looking for like bugs or anything like that.
Nothing comes up that, would be suspicious. You get Wi-Fi from probably the other buildings around and, maybe from some cell phones and, probably Wesley's phone, um, things like that, but nothing that stands out as a bug.
Okay. I turned to
Or
Jerry. I was like,
you
"That's
don't notice any black vans parked across the street with a satellite on top.
yeah." I say to Jerry, I'm like, that was a stupid call to call us here when you're being visited by the FBI.
Like I said, the sheriff already came. The sheriff already came. She felt safe enough. She felt safe enough in the information about this FBI agent.
The sheriff didn't know about the FBI. She was surprised when you told her.
Yes, but they don't know that.
Okay, okay.
I
Sheriff
say,
was comfortable enough coming here.
I mean, regardless of what she thinks is okay to do or not, like, if you've got FBI knocking on your door for the stupid shit y'all have done, it's maybe not the best idea to be considered an accomplice to anything that may or may not get us staked.
Well, now we're all in this together.
Zoom in.
Well, I'm not finding anything as far as bugs or anything putting out a signal. So I
Oh, oh, what's happening? I lost y'all. Let me leave and rejoin. Hello? Ugh, why? What is happening now? Connecting. Hello? Can y'all hear me? Hello. Hmm.
Bit, but
Hey, I
kind
can
of just
hear you.
started to blend.
Hey,
Hey,
back.
All right. Craig's still in here. Good. Did Jaden leave?
He
yeah,
might
he
have
was
died.
uh he
Yeah.
was about to fall. He was about to fall asleep. So we just said he just said he'd probably just get a few, throw out a few snarky comments and just agree to do what the group does.
Of course. Okay. um, have you all said anything interesting while I was gone in character, or
Oh,
just
think
No,
so.
okay?
we no, we waited for you.
Okay. Um,
No, we actually already found like the three people we're supposed to find, and we're trying to find the
oh,
princess. That's
nice,
what happened.
nice. Okay. Well, the prince. No, that was pretty quick. I expected that to take at least another episode.
Yeah, I called in some favors and we found them all.
Nice. Well, this conversation is on y'all. I've got no NPC here, so
Okay, so the meeting of the four amigos begins now. Four amigos?
I think Wesley fell asleep.
sorry. I was just thinking about my wife's Lexus and how she's probably sleeping with Seth Rogen right now.
I'm sure that hurts, buddy. Why don't you go lay down on the couch? I guarantee you Max didn't pee on it.
Yet.
Okay, he's gonna. Let's roll to see if he has a good night's sleep. We'll do um, um, let's see.
Can't he go to sleep though?
He cannot. He just lays there. He gets 3 successes. No, wait, that's not
Just
it. He
lays
gets
there with
four
his eyes
successes
wide
to do it,
open.
though. Yeah.
My wife is sleeping with Seth Rogen. He just starts repeating that over and over again.
Yep. Yep. He's just laying on the couch. You know, if he's ever gonna take over the world with this whatever his crazy plan is, he's gonna have to stay awake for longer than 2 hours. Not even he didn't even make it 2 hours. No, wait, yeah, maybe he did. He came on at like no, he didn't even make it 2 hours. It's only 9:50.
Um. So what? Why did you call us here, Jerry? I forgot.
We were given a job, and the sheriff just reminded me about it last night. So I figured we should probably jump on that.
What was the job again? Oh, we're supposed to find people. That's right.
Go find, yeah, go find the people, and maybe also, and maybe there. I also got a kind of lead, kind of not, about a club over at U of H. It's probably nothing, but could be something.
Well, I found a lead on somebody who is a TikToker, and I don't remember her name.
Her t-
Maybe God.
her TikTok name is Cassandra, just by itself.
Her.
But the name you
Uh,
were given was Olivia Taylor, is her real name.
yeah. It was Olivia Taylor. The person. Yeah, she's a TikToker. She goes by Cassandra. Um, I don't know if that helps us. We were supposed
Hmm.
to find her though, and I pull out my
Okay.
phone and I'd start scrolling through TikTok looking for Cassandra.
Give me a technology plus charisma roll. Just test your social
Technology
media
plus
skills.
charisma. Do I get modifiers? Don't I get like a +2 or something?
You get modifiers if you are hacking, I think. You took the specialty. You've got
That's right.
design, hacking, and demolitions. But three
Um,
successes. Three is enough to look up. Um, uh, Hold on, let me see. What did I write? Yeah, you find a local Houston TikToker who goes by the name of Cassandra. She likes to go clubbing and always dresses in black. And she has typical, even though she dresses goth, she does not act goth.
I find her TikTok.
So
So you're
we can just kind of the town and try to find her.
Well, I mean, I could just go through her TikTok profile and see if she's like posting at a rave or something.
so you do notice
Yeah, yeah, you do that.
there has been no
Sorry,
activity
go ahead.
since New Year's Eve.
Huh, this is weird. There has been no activity since New Year's Eve.
Hmm. A coincidence?
Can you can are you able to, I don't know much about computers, but are you able to like hack in and try to like, do like what they do on TV, like triangulate using pings and stuff to locate someone's area or anything?
uh, so I can, like, I don't have her phone number, but I could possibly get into her TikTok. But that's if she's got. Hold on, let me try to hack into her TikTok real quick.
Okay, you can for you it would be technology plus intelligence, depending on how many successes you get. And this is hacking, so you get a plus one bonus. So plus one modifier. Four successes was the number we were looking for. So you confirm that her name is indeed Olivia Taylor. This is the person you're looking for, probably. I mean, there could be other Olivia Taylors. You also find an address of a property in her name. Um, I guess
That must be in that must be one of her drafts that she never posted.
drafts.
Yeah, so on TikTok, like you could make like a draft, like you could like make a TikTok
Yeah,
video
it's
and
like
then you
a
can post
first
it
draft,
later.
like a
Oh, okay.
idea for a video that
I've
yeah,
never
you don't know
used
if you
or
want to, if you're the end result you want.
I've never actually used TikTok, so I know nothing about it. Yeah, you find out where she live. Well, you find an address in her name. With difficulty 4.
Jerry, I was able to get into her TikTok and I have found her address and confirmed her name is Olivia Taylor.
Bitchin'.
The
Let's go take a look.
It is in Houston. You know, maybe a 20-minute drive.
It is in Houston. It's about 20 minutes from here.
Sweet. Hop in my ride.
What do you drive?
Oh, it's lame. It's not a Lexus.
Yeah, too bad Lexus boy is asleep. This is Lexus. Oh wait, no, he doesn't drive the Lexus. He drives the Porsche.
Is it a broke down
It's an 05
19s?
Toyota Camry with almost 200. Oh no, wait, that's about. What were you gonna say?
I have a broke down 1960s Fox body Mustang. It is a 2-seater.
I wasn't thinking that old. No, I was going to say an 05 Toyota Camry with almost 200,000 miles on it. Oh, it's rough. It's rough. Like the hood is kind of crumpled in, and there's dings all over the place.
And-
Big ass crack right across the windshield.
Max, if you had a car, it's probably still at your house.
Yeah.
Max, what do you think? Should we go and visit the address I have found for Olivia Taylor?
Sounds like something we should probably do.
Okay, it's decided. Everybody pile into the shitbox. And I point to.
And I'm just gonna
point to
I'm just
the-
gonna poke my head in real fast. Jerry, there's tissues up there if you need to cry, buddy. It's okay. I'm sure she's not sleeping with Seth Rogen. Ooh.
That's Wesley. Um,
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
so as you guys head out,
Did you say your own name?
Yeah.
You stuck your head in the door and yelled your own name.
at-
You're so
Yell at
You're
myself.
so conceited. You're so conceited.
Everyone is Jerry.
as you guys head downstairs, Jerry, and the other two, but Jerry, you do see someone who looks vaguely familiar standing outside, peeking in, looking, sad and jittery. But you don't know this person's name, and give me, with everything that's happened recently, give me its composure plus wits roll.
I'm actually gonna need you to roll that for me. My none of my stuff is actually letting me pop open my stuff.
Jerry Wilson.
Didn't Maxwell find out his name was Kevin?
No, Jerry thought his name was Kevin. Max didn't ask him his name. Max.
Yeah, based on the description. Yeah, based on the description and stuff, I assumed it was Kevin.
Jerry rolls and gets one success. I don't think one is enough to. Well, you know what? One's enough, because you do recognize this guy because you almost killed this guy the first time you ever fed.
Oh. Oh no.
He sees you, his eyes light up, and he starts banging on the glass. His eyes light up with joy.
Okay, I go ahead and pop my hat out. How's it going, buddy?
Oh my god, it's really you. I saw you on TV about your app. Or I guess, yeah, I saw you on TV about your app, and look, I don't know what you did to me that night at the club, but I look, I don't know if you slipped me something, but whatever it was, I need more of it. Please.
What's my hunger at right now?
Your hunger is at 3. You're fairly hungry. 3 out of 5. Because you are Jerry, you may vaguely remember in all of the many documents that you've read that some people become addicted to the feeling of being fed upon.
Inky.
And okay, when we feed from people multiple times, that forms a bond with them, doesn't it?
No, it's only when you
No, if only you give
Yeah.
them your blood.
your blood.
Which I guess you should do as well, and extra bond this mofo.
Yeah, because right now he might be addicted to having been fed upon.
All right. Okay.
Hey Ron,
In
did I
that
take
case,
cloud memory or compel?
You.
How do I tell? I can't tell which one I took.
Oh. All right, so your disciplines under dominate, you click the little powers drop down. You took compel.
How do I find that though?
If you find it on your sheet or the description of it.
Yeah, on my sheet.
On your sheet, it's on the main
Is it?
page. You scroll all the way down to disciplines, and then under dominate, you click on the powers drop down, and it'll show you which powers you picked.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay.
yeah. So you
All
took
right.
compel.
All right.
yeah, those drop
I was
downs
wondering
got me.
where that was
Got me for a
earlier.
while.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what you did. I think like you bit me, but whatever you did, it felt so good, and I haven't been able to get off my mind. It's driving me insane.
You know what? I can help you out here. Why don't we go over here? There's no cameras over here.
What do you two other two vampires do when you see and hear this?
I give Jerry the eye. I'm like, and then I think about it for a minute. I'm like, oh, so now this is different.
I'm hungry.
And I
Okay.
wasn't.
What are you doing, Frank?
Listen,
I'm trying to figure out how this works because whenever you click like one of the dice beside your power, does it matter if it's beside the power or if it's beside the?
It's doing rouse checks for some reason.
I like how we either interact like we're an old married couple or brothers.
I know, right? Just works.
Frank,
It
if you
just works.
hover your mouse over the dice, so the dice right next to compel says roll rouse, so it does that's why it's doing the rouse check. Some disciplines have special rules. Like if you read the compelled description, it may tell you a special role and you can create like that role to use with that discipline. And then the third dice next to display would print the, if you copy pasted the description of compel into details. So compel usually doesn't require a dice roll against mortals, but against vampires it would be charisma versus dominate. You don't have to do a rouse roll to use it. So the way you would use this little section here is do that, and then you would copy paste the whole description into it, and then you would just simply ignore the rouse stuff.
What do you mean copy paste though?
Copy paste from the compendium or from the many documents that I made for y'all.
Okay.
So
I get
now
it.
when
I
you
get it
click
now. I
this,
get
it
it.
does all that. And like, yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
back to whatever's going on.
So, okay, I'm at hunger 3. I'm not quite in my self-control right now. So, we're going to go around just around the corner to the side where there's no cameras and it's kind of out of view, kind of over by the dumpsters.
Yeah.
Real quick, are there like bottles sitting around up against the building?
I don't know, Jerry. How
Maybe
area are you in?
it's not so much a crappy area, but I get a lot of people in from a lot of walks of life, some of them better off than others. So I could see there being bottles, especially if it's on the side where we've got the dumpster and shit. People dump in other people's dumpsters all the time.
Can I find a bottle on the side of the building or something?
Certainly.
All right, I hand it to Jerry. I'm like, hey, can you top me up too?
Yeah, I can.
And this is just like when I'm
Because
just so dumbfounded. I'm like, I was the evil guy last night, and this shit's happening right now.
wasn't at 3 last night. I didn't start out the night at 3 last night. I got a hankering and it's been stressful, okay? And
Yeah, and you're going around the
sometimes
corner like you're
to
about to
feel
give him a fucking blowjob.
and sometimes to feel better, I have to fucking, binge, okay? So leave me alone.
All right, Mr. Therapist Boy.
Jerry became a therapist after having addiction problems himself, okay? Shut up.
Stop speaking in the third person, man. It's okay. Just go off and do a little bit of suck and feel better about yourself.
Don't you question what Jerry be doing. Worry about what non-Jerry's be doing. You go away, non-Jerry.
Piss on your couch later. Adios.
Sleeping in it. Anyway, so yes, I go ahead and I'm going to both drink from him and give him some of mine.
Okay, so you're gonna blood bond him. Um, and when you drink
I read
from
the
him,
books.
give me just a moment. Uh,
Hopefully, I don't
me,
go into a frenzy again.
I need a dice / R. 1, 2, 3, 4, D4, 2. Okay, he's got a melancholic flavor, um, which grants bonuses towards fortitude and obfuscate. So his flavor doesn't help you, but it is a this is his blood is especially potent. It has an acute resonance, which has the added effect of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me roll a d6 here. This is called a dyscrasia, which, whatever that means, a melancholic dyscrasia of, for some reason, okay, this guy's nostalgic for what you did to him last week. um, so he has very potent blood that lets you add 1 die to all pools for rolls that connect to the specific. Okay, okay, this is weird. All right, whatever. He's pick a decade, somebody.
1940s.
He's only 18 years old, so we'll say the decade of when he grew up was 2010. So anytime you're doing something specific to the decade of the 2010s, you get a bonus to dice rolls while this blood is still in your system. Because he's very nostalgic for the 2010s.
To be fair, you didn't specify. You just said pick a decade.
I know, I didn't think of it until I remembered he's 18. What decade did you say, Frank?
The 1940s.
The 1940s. You know what? I like
There's a bunch
that.
of ladies in these.
Anytime you
There's a
do
bunch of
something
ladies in
related
like awful hats.
to the 1940s, Jerry, you get a +1. Blood is pretty tasty, and it's nostalgic. So when you drink from him, um, he is soothed and no longer jittery, and he's gotten his fix, and B, you get waves of nostalgia for old movies from the 40s. Weirdly, he grew up watching such movies with his grandma on the couch. And anything that has to do with the 40s, you get a +1 on until you feed on somebody else.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I go ahead and just put like a little bit into the bottle that
Frank, once you drink that, you're going to
Frank
get the same thing. 1940s nostalgia.
And I also, like I said, I give him a bit of my blood too.
Okay. And you've got him blood bonded 1 to you now. That's a very random special thingy, but yeah, there you go. Um,
Then I look him in the eye. I fully activate uh, my awe, and I'm like, go home, get some rest, have a great day tomorrow. Okay?
okay, man, thanks so much. And he leaves.
And then I just kind of say as he's leaving, feel free to come back.
Oh, I'll definitely be back. And how much blood did you take from him? You took one to give to Frank, to fill the bottle. You can safely take
Did-
up to 3 without putting him in the hospital.
Then I will have taken 2 and given the 1 to Frank.
Okay, so I'll lower you're back down to hunger 1, and Frank, you've got a bottle with some 1940s nostalgic blood in it.
Can't hear you, Frank.
Don't I have a thing where I don't get resonance?
I'll
Or is it
say
just because so far I've been
while the blood is still fresh, you do.
okay? How long does it take it not to be fresh?
Mm, maybe a day.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
So it might not be very good. I mean, unless you drink it right now. um, but yeah. Uh, maybe a day.
I pull out a flask that I prepared in advance, and I sip from it.
All right. uh,
What was the point of the blood then?
It's to save it for later. See, so no resonance. If blood has no resonance, it gives me a boost to my oblivion power.
yes. Which is that intimidating one right now. The stealthy, intimidating one.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys make your way over to what you presume is Olivia's house. It's a two-story house. What time is it by now? It's probably like midnight by now.
It's 10:13.
It's probably midnight by now.
Shut up, Frank.
And you get to the house. All the lights are off. It's the middle of the night. Nobody's awake. Um, there's a car and a truck in the driveway. And it's a nice two-story house, probably in the like 250,000 range, somewhere around there, which is not that high of a range anymore, but um, something you would see in one of the houses we service. The
These were pre-COVID prices.
Sure, yeah, that's true. This is pre-COVID prices, but I mean, yeah. Anyway, nice house, but not like we're not talking a huge house, just a nice house in a nice neighborhood. And they have a car of some sort and a truck of some sort. I don't know vehicles. It's got a garage built into the house with an automatic door. They've got a Ring doorbell camera. Um, and yeah, y'all see the house.
We're in the car, right?
I would assume y'all are in your car, yes.
I turn to Jerry and I'm like, so should we like knock or?
Is she any of our bosses?
She's not any of your bosses.
Okay. Um,
What abilities do I have again?
Hayden, you
I have unbondable.
your disciplines are on the first page.
Ah.
What
You
if we like set off the car alarm and see if somebody comes out?
you've got the blood sorcery ability, corrosive blood. You have the celerity ability, rapid reflexes, the obfuscate ability, silence of death, which I think that one makes your footsteps silent, and then eyes of the beast, which lets you see in the dark. And you also have the ritual wake with evening's freshness, which I guess lets you wake up early.
I like to see in the dark. That would be great.
When you use the see in the dark, it does cause your eyes to glow.
Oh, what the?
Yep. Um,
Oh my goodness,
No, I don't do that.
uh, the Protean disciplines are all fairly noticeable. Yeah, the vampire can will a supernatural red gleam into their eyes, giving them sight even in the total absence of light. No roll is required to activate. While active, the user ignores any sight penalties imposed by darkness, including supernatural. While active, the inhuman appearance of eyes confers 2 bonus dice to intimidation pools against mortals.
Oh,
don't
so I
I
guess
also have the acid blood?
Yes. Well, let's see. Jerry,
I guess I activate that one.
yes, Jerry, you did take acid blood.
Can't we like
Then
lick on each other and
Oh,
get
I haven't
some
picked any new
mixed
abilities or leveled up anything.
abilities?
No, you haven't.
Can't we like lick on each other and get some different abilities?
If you
Wasn't that
drink
a thing we were
each
planning on
other's
doing?
blood, you can then access the schools, the disciplines, or you can then purchase from their stuff as well. You still have to spend experience, but
Okay.
for
How
every
do we tell how much experience we have?
on the blood and XP page, um, you all should have under total experience, it should say 16, and then experience to spend, assuming you haven't spent anything, it should also say 16. If you have spent some, then it'll say something less than that.
How much does it take to learn an ability?
You would have to refer to this chart.
Oh,
And so
increase skill,
if it's a
use
clan
special.
discipline, it's the new level times 5. If it's a non-clan discipline, it's the new level times 7.
Okay. Can you learn like 2 level 1 clan
Under
abilities?
the normal rules, no. But I decided to say that's stupid. And so I say you can learn a second ability of the same level at 1.1.5 times the normal cost.
Because I've got something called Oblivion Sight, which my iris has turned black and I can see in the dark.
Yeah.
I can see in pitch blackness.
And that
I
would
can also
cost you
perceive ghosts.
Oblivion Sight. Do you already have that? No, you've got Shadow Cloak.
I've got Shadow Cloak.
Yeah, Oblivion Sight, because it's a level 1 and you already have a level 1, it would then cost you 10, just like the thing Bill got. Or was it Bill? No,
Oh,
yeah.
so it's if I've already got one
Oh,
in
wait,
that thing, it
no.
takes.
This is a clan discipline, so it'd actually be 5 times 1.5, so it costs you 7.
Okay. Do we really need to see in the dark though?
If it hasn't come up yet, but because we haven't
I can
really
see
done
ghosts.
we haven't really done any combat-y type things to where in the where it's mattered or any sort of investigating. Although you are trying to break into a dark house right now, or you're at a house that it's dark, and it is dark outside. Though there are street
So
lights.
if it's a second level of like say if it's a second level 1, it's 1.5. So if it's like a second level 2, it'd be like 2.5.
So if you bought a level 2 discipline for the second time, it's so normally if it's a clan discipline, it's normally the new level times 5. So if it's a level 2 discipline, it'd be 10. But then if you're buying a second level 2 discipline, then it would be 15. Basically, you just add a little, just to increase the cost a little bit. But if you're buying a level 2 discipline for the first time, it would only cost you 10.
So it'd be like 2.5 times 5.
Uh,
Is that right?
I guess.
Alexa, what's 2.5 times 5?
2.5 times 5 is 12.5.
Nope, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not 2.5 times.
You would find out the
You need-
normal cost of it and then add half again, basically. That's the house rule
So
I
you
made up.
so you need to pay like for a level one level your first level 3 for a second level 2.
I guess, yeah.
So Jerry goes ahead and just cuts his finger and kind of presses it into the key lock of the door.
All right.
Are you breaking into a vampire's house?
He's breaking in. He's
We're vampires. We're allowed to.
he's melting away that lock. Max, what do you think about
That's another vampire's house.
Jerry pull your trick?
I go, son of a bitch. Where'd you learn how to do that?
I
Show
get
him where
back
the
in
Force
car
young
and start driving off.
Skywalker is.
What?
And that's when
I get
I
back in
that's
the
when
car
I
and
do it
start
too.
driving off.
Frank's
I'm
leaving.
like,
Yeah, you easily melt the
I
lock.
turned.
You easily melt the lock or melt your way into the door.
I turned to Max. I'm like, me and Tiv had a long relationship once.
Once you've known her for 8 days now.
And
It
she'll
was
probably
on
be
day
dead here in a
3.
couple ways.
It was on day 3. God, day 3. What a special day. Day 3.
What a day.
Let me check and see if that costs you anything to do that. You do have to do a rouse check, Bill, to activate that.
All right. Let me see if I can get my stuff to work.
Oh, I keep forgetting you can't do that.
Yeah, it is not letting me.
I'll just click it for you. You succeed, so you don't get hungrier. Yay! But yeah. So you melt away the lock, and yeah, you can open the door now. Cole just drove off and abandoned y'all.
Wait, what happened?
Cole drove off and
Cole
abandoned
just-
y'all.
I guess I called him.
How? I've got the keys.
I am a tech guy. I just jammed a screwdriver into the ignition.
If you're gonna do that, then I will need a roll.
All right. What do I need to roll?
Wouldn't we have heard the engine like turn over?
So technology, the skill specifically goes towards like computer stuff in this game. This would be craft plus intelligence for
Oh, I'm getting to.
mechanical type stuff, which you are good at craft. Yeah, 4. I think you can hotwire his car.
I shove a
Okay.
flathead screwdriver into the ignition. I turn it over and I drive away.
So then the entire time after we heard the car engine just turn on, we were just turned around and stood there staring at you until it turned on. You put it in gear and drove off.
I don't know. Are you gonna
We
chase
just
after
stood
him?
there. Like,
That's up to
I'm
y'all.
not gonna chase down a. I'm not chasing a
well, yeah.
car.
If I see,
Y'all don't have
I'm
Wesley
not
with you.
chasing the car. As soon as I hear my car engine turn over,
You don't have Wesley with you, so you can't soaring leap after it, unfortunately. um,
Yeah,
like as soon as I
you're the one
hear
that
my
decided to
car
break
try to
into.
turn over, I'm gonna turn around and be like, you know what? Fine. Fine. No, yeah, I definitely stood back. I just watched him drive away.
You're the one
It's just one of those kind of nights.
deciding to.
I'm a creature of the night.
You decided to break into a advanced. God only knows how old vampire's house.
All right. Well, I
Apparently
walk
not as
in.
old as the prince.
You walk in.
I'm moving on the prince sheriff's authority at this point. I'm going in. Yeah, I'm going in too. Be like, sucks about my car.
You hear
Uh,
a a beeping, like a beep, 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 and you see on the wall near the door a little like console thingy of an alarm system counting down.
Um,
I get down and look at it. I'm like, if only we had a tech guy here to help us out
yeah,
with
if
this.
only, if only. And I get
I-
it, and I wait. It's
you
gonna call
can
the.
roll technology. You can roll technology plus intelligence to see if you can disarm it
But,
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll try.
Hey,
So, Bill, what do you have more?
I'll try to. I'll try if he doesn't go. I don't know. I can't access my character
Oh,
sheet.
sorry. You've got one technology and 3 intelligence.
One technology and 3 intelligence. I have one technology and 3 intelligence.
Mm,
So
So
I'm
one
gonna
of you.
rouse because I'm not hungry.
Okay, yeah, you succeed. So it'll
Haha,
be an
son of a bitch.
extra 2 dice, a 2 plus 2 modifier,
Wait, 2 plus 2.
a 2 plus 2 modifier for rousing.
So I just put modifiers 2.
Yeah.
Okay, because that was 3.
3 successes. That's moderately challenging. Is it moderately challenging to disable the alarm? You know, probably. We'll say it's a success for now. You stop it before it starts going off.
Sweet.
Who says their passcode is 1234?
And I look at him. It's like vampires, I guess.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're now in a house. There is a stairway leading upstairs. You can see the kitchen. I guess y'all are kind of in the you're in the entryway area to the directly to the left. There's like an office with a desk and a computer on it. There's a hallway. The entrance to the garage is a few feet in and to the right. Maxwell's phone starts ringing. Um,
Son of a bitch! I turned it off.
yeah, you do. Okay. There's
Hey,
further down the
I
hallway
I
to the
turned to
right
Jerry. I'm
is
like,
the
turn off your phone.
kitchen.
I think he's gonna call you next.
I pull out my phone,
He calls Cherry.
and just as soon as I'm about to actually turn it off, I accidentally hit the accept call button. Like, oh, hello.
Hey, just put me on speaker. I'm parked down the street. If you need me, I'll be back.
See,
If we
see,
need
we
you,
needed
if we
you.
need you,
We
if we need
we just
you,
had to hack the.
you just fucking ran
We
away
just
like
had
the
to
biggest
hack
pussy
the
I've ever
security
seen. And trust me,
system.
I've had some in my life.
How loud are y'all being
I'm
in this
whispering
house?
this.
We're
Anyways,
whisper yelling.
I just
We're
grabbed
whisper yelling
I
at
just
you.
grabbed the phone and turned it off.
Right.
I put my hand on Max's shoulder. It's okay. It's okay, bud. If you ever want to talk about anger, I kind of do that.
Could y'all both give
Can I have my
me
phone back?
some awareness plus wits rolls?
Yeah, I know.
Ron, can you give me an awareness plus wits roll?
Awareness.
Oh,
Where's awareness?
God damn it.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on, but sometimes Roll20 doesn't let me access my shit.
1 success.
That's a
Hey, at
plus
least it actually
2.
feels like I'm rolling.
It's a success with the beast. So I just 2 successes.
Yeah, 2 successes. You Maxwell hear the quiet creaking of footsteps coming down the stairs.
And that's when I whisper, fuck, what's her name? I go, Olivia.
The
And
footsteps pause, and then
and
you
I go, My name's Max.
You know my daughter?
Oh,
Or no, sorry,
Ah!
wrong words. You know my cousin?
I go. A, a,
Yes.
a friend knows your cousin. Our friend's been worried about her.
What do you? How did you get in my house? What are you doing here? The
Very long story. This is a story, and I look over at Jerry. I'm like, this is a story for Jerry to tell. And I poke him in the side. I'm like, do your fucking special ability.
He continues
Okay.
downstairs. He's a normal looking guy, but he's carrying a baseball bat.
And that's like when my hand is like hesitantly not trying to reach to the back of my back where my gun is.
I put my hand on his forearm, like, and I activate awe,
The guy
and I just kind of go like this.
focuses on
I just kind of go like this, real fast. So I just.
you. Seductively rub yourself.
You seductive, and that's when I look at you and be like, and this is why I carry the baby oil, and I hand it to you, and I start walking up the stairs.
I start squirting it. I start squirting it down my chest.
The guy is
Yeah.
the guy is
Yeah.
confused.
And aroused.
And oddly aroused.
I'm scared and aroused.
He's what are you doing? What are you doing in my house?
Hey, I'm just trying to explain our situation. Well, as I say while I'm gyrating, just like, hey man, I'm just trying to explain what's going on. See, we're really good friends.
This is
Olivia.
the poorest intro
And
to the gay porn I've ever seen.
Oh, don't worry, I'll stop us. Once I stop doing it, you'll know all is over.
Oh god, it's gonna go on for 10 minutes.
This man
But,
looks horribly
we've been-
confused.
We've been really, really concerned because we haven't heard from her in a little bit, and we've got this whole huge friend group that she's part of through work and also through, some of our private times and stuff. So we're just wanting to see what was going on, and she always gave us the code in case anything ever happened.
Guy, so for the audience, Bill is on camera just like dancing weirdly.
Really, like first night of a strip club dancer.
Yeah.
This is her first night as a stripper.
Hey, I didn't say all was flattering, okay? But all does its job.
And I start like walking upstairs because does awe like entrap them, or does awe just like
So it makes the person using it
more
focus of attention. So he and if Jerry is dancing in the entryway like this, he's at the very least very so confused by what's happening that he probably doesn't notice you walk by.
Okay, yeah, I walk upstairs and I start like just opening doors looking for shit. Looking for Cassandra.
You open a door and there's two children's sized beds in the room with two boys sleeping in it.
Bill's still dancing, guys.
Nah, I'm too tired now.
You open
Bill's done. Jerry's still.
You open another door and it's a teenage girl's room. You can tell by all the posters and the sleeping girl in the bed. Down at the master bedroom, you see a woman sleeping in bed. She
Do I know what Cassandra looks like? Because I think we would have seen her TikToks, right?
Cole probably would have shown you it because y'all.
Knowing Cole, he probably fucking didn't.
He's not here though, so yeah. I mean, I think you would have seen the TikTok that would have made sense. He was like, "I found her TikTok." I imagine.
And I imagine I know what her room looks like. Did that look like her room?
None of these rooms looked like her room.
Shit. And that's when I go back downstairs.
So meanwhile, downstairs, the guy is like, "Are you? Wait, are you one of them?"
Them? What do you mean?
He's asking that to Jerry.
And that's when I like pop back up next to Jerry's side and I go, them? What do you mean?
I don't think Jerry can respond because Bill's microphone is pointing upwards.
Sorry. right. Yeah, I agreed. What do you mean?
I, I you you know one of and he like barely a vampire and like looks
Yes.
around like whoa. That when you say yes, just so matter of factly, he like stumbles back and probably bumps into Max on the way down the stairs.
So I'm no longer dancing.
Okay, you turned off all.
Yeah, I've turned off all.
Okay,
Like,
you
okay.
look. I don't want any trouble. He where what he digs into he digs into his phone and or not his phone in his pocket and realizes he's wearing pajama pants and there's nothing in his pocket. He's like, look, I can get you her number. I don't want any trouble. She bought us this house. She's
Fucking rich. That's what she is.
she's
Yeah.
not
What's her number?
look, she's not my cousin. She's my grandmother. Uh
Oh shit.
and but everyone thinks she's my cousin. Please don't tell my family. Um, and he goes to the like takes her out to the kitchen and jots down her phone number real quick. Look,
And like this is when I'm like looking at Jerry. I'm like, can you wipe her mind? Like I do like a mind explosion thing. I'm like, wipe her.
Yeah. So does he give us the phone number?
he gives you her phone number. Yes.
All right. As soon as we get that, I'm gonna look right at him, and my eyes are gonna go wide and kind of take on this yellow hue, and I'm just gonna say, forget the last several minutes,
So Jerry,
and have a
I'm
great.
going to roll for you because this is no ordinary. Well, he is an ordinary mortal, but he is a
Aware.
mortal who is aware of such things. So the roll would be charisma plus dominate. Um, so let's see, cloud memory, charisma, oops, and discipline. 2 successes, and he resists with intelligence plus resolve, which for him is not a ton. He's a very, very average mortal. Let's see, he would only have a max of 3. Yeah, I'll give him 3 dice. No successes. Yep, he does forget.
Nice. And
And this is
we're
just
just
when
out the
we,
door. We're just out the
yeah,
door.
Yeah,
we close the door and we come back out.
he's gonna wake up.
Do you rearm the?
He's gonna wake up in the morning and the the keyhole's melted away. Be like, what the hell happened?
Oh yeah. By the way, when we got there, before Cole left, he ripped the ring doorbell out. I just wanted to make sure we reiterated that. Okay, let's keep going.
There was no ring doorbell.
I did mention there was a ring doorbell.
Oh, there was.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why Cole ripped it out and stole the car.
I heard. I did not hear that.
So just so we're clear, Ring, depending on if they're paying $10 a month, backs up the footage to the cloud.
So all they got was you ripping it off.
I did not touch the doorbell. I
Yeah,
was
you
sitting
did.
in
That's
the
why you
car.
stole. That's why you stole the car. That's what happened.
Nope, that's not what happened.
Okay, you know
Because
what?
we were
Fine.
sitting there talking about the best way of going about doing it. Then we got off track talking about how getting side things like the powers works, and then all of a sudden you're breaking into the house, and I was still in the car, and I was like, I drive away.
Okay, fine. You know what? On the way out, I just grabbed the ring doorbell and ripped the whole thing out. Just
Okay, okay. You do that.
If they're not paying $10 a month, all you can see is what's active right now. So I guess that's
Yeah,
up
but I
to
mean,
the
homeboy
DM.
had his grandma paying for his house and all them and stuff. I'm imagining they didn't pay $10 a month for that shit.
All right. All right. So you guys, you
What
got a
was that
phone
roll
number.
for?
It doesn't matter. You got a phone number.
Now I think it matters.
Yeah, they're paying for it. Odds they do, evens. But yeah, so
Bill,
this is
you stole the door. You stole the doorbell.
Yeah, I sold the Ring doorbell.
that's
The whole
just
thing out. Just grabbed it.
Using the serial number, I could possibly hack their cloud account and delete the footage. If you mention
Well,
something,
I
to
won't
me.
be. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, but I won't be. I'm kind of just gonna put it in my pocket because I don't just want to chuck it.
all right. So I guess we go find Frank wherever he drove off to. We start walking the general direction of where Cole drove away into.
How far away did you drive, Cole?
Just like down the block. I'm parked in front of the park. There's
Okay.
a park.
All right. You're
I just
you're
like
down at the park. Yeah.
I'm on the
So,
swing.
As we're
I was about
walking
to
to the
ask if you were on the
car,
swing.
yeah. As we are walking towards the car, not when we get there, as we are walking there, I dial the phone number that we got.
It rings for a while, and then right when you think it would probably kick over to voicemail, um, there is an answer, and she says, "Joe."
What did they say?
Joe.
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 I'm like, no, this is Jerry.
Hangs up.
Is this Olivia?
Hangs up.
Yeah.
And that's when I guess I try to call.
Hayden, here's what I'm gonna need. No, I'm sorry. Is SpongeBob SquarePants a thing? Yeah.
Are you?
In 2010, yes.
Is Max calling this number?
Yeah.
No, wait.
The
Right
answer
before you
is
call, I'm gonna be like, here's what's gonna need to happen. She's gonna ask you if you're Joe. I'm gonna need you to say no. This is Pat.
This is Patrick.
it rings once, and she answers and says, "Listen, you motherfucker, if you hurt my grandson, I will rip your heart out."
We didn't do anything. We promise.
Well, you kind of
Shut up, Frank.
How the
You're not
You
even
stole
here.
my
I'm not-
car. You don't get to contribute to this.
how the hell did you?
I'm not there.
How
I'm
did
on
you
the
get
swing.
this number?
We just talked to him.
What do you want? Who are you?
We're just as confused as you. What's going on? We're newly turned vampires, and the prince told us to
Are you on
find you.
speaker?
No,
Say, Bill.
because
I
speakerphone
was
always
asking- I
makes
was
things
asking if-
distorted.
She said.
Yeah.
She says, "Fuck! I knew this would happen. Look, what does he want you to do? Like, what does he want you to do with me?"
Was there something you wanted us to do? Just bring her in, right, or
Find
something like that?
them.
Find him.
All we wanted
Fi-
to do was find them, and also find the three that we couldn't.
Yeah.
The three pretenders that they had lost contact with, and find the other three newborns.
Yes.
And I go, well, technically, we just achieved it. We found you. Technically, we know that you're still alive. And
Well, you didn't find her. You know she's alive. You don't know where she's at.
thanks, Cole. We're not even close to you. But
I'm
then I
still
just
at the park on the
say,
swing.
we're just supposed to find you.
You
There's nothing else besides that.
you hear her muttering and like cursing under her breath, and finally says, "Look,
Yeah.
now's not a good time. They might be listening. I I can meet you somewhere. Where do you want to meet?"
If they're
I think
What do you mean, at my
Jerry's
place?
place.
I can set out
This is a
nachos.
great option.
sure,
So y'all y'all give her.
No, let's not. No, we're not really. No, we're not actually going to invite someone that's being watched over to my
Yeah,
place.
I was like
Gonna
thinking
go over
why.
to Cole's place for that.
Nobody knows where I
He
live.
didn't want
Tell
to
it.
be. He didn't want to be implicated. Now he's only gonna be implicated.
No, we're gonna meet at the warehouse where I was.
Your dungeon warehouse. Yeah, that's a good place. All right. So yeah, you tell her where to meet. And okay, look, as long as you promise not to hurt my family, I'll meet you. But I can't make it tonight. We'll have to meet tomorrow.
Okay.
Take a hostage.
Okay. 10 p.m. I'll be there.
All right.
Take
We'll
a
meet you at 10 p.m.
hostage.
Take a
We don't need a hostage, Frank. You're going to be useful right now.
Yeah,
You're
and
gonna hang.
that's when we see the car.
Tomorrow night, Frank, you're gonna be keeping an eye on them, and provided provided the phone call you get is all good, you're not gonna have to go and slaughter an entire family to prove a point. We are the vampiric captain now, okay?
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
We're gonna have
I
to
am
do
on the
some
swing.
shit.
That's when we see the car and we pull up and I see Cole on a swing and I dig into Jerry's pants, pulling out the Ring doorbell, and I say, "Hey, tech boy, do your shit and actually help us once in a while." And I throw it at him.
What do I need to roll to catch it?
No, I throw it at you. I'm gonna try to throw it at you to hit you with it.
What do I have to roll to catch it?
So
Oh, to catch it. Athletics plus dexterity.
do I have
am
to
not
roll the
good
same
at
thing
that.
to try to hit it with him?
Yes.
This might be
2
really bad.
successes.
You got it.
That's
Frank only got 2 successes. You can do it.
with dexterity.
Avenge us.
1 success.
Oh, he got it.
Well, no. I think that's a catch. He just threw it at you. Yeah. Yeah.
I look at the doorbell and I'm like, do you know if they're paying for the subscription?
We don't know shit.
I mean,
Because
yeah,
I asked
well,
him, "Hey, I'm a vampire. Your cousin is a vampire who turns out, get this,
I think
is actually his grandma."
she
And somewhere in
probably-
there I asked him if he paid $10 a month for his Ring subscription.
yeah, she probably would have hung up by now, as soon as she said she was going to meet you.
I
Oh
hung
yeah,
up.
we were off the phone.
Yeah.
I was just we're just being snarky. We're just being snarky at Cole at this point.
All right.
Can I see any van hooligans running around right now?
Van hooligans.
Yeah.
Um, are you hungry? Is that what it is?
I have 2 hunger.
I don't think there's
You're not hungry.
too many hooligans in this neighborhood.
Probably not.
At like 1 hunger, you're basically like, "Oh no, I'm good. I'll just have this salad. It's enough for me."
Ron, with 4 successes, am I successful in hacking the Ring doorbell server and deleting the footage?
With 4 successes, yes. I was about to say you find out that she doesn't pay for the subscription, but she's a TikToker. She knows technology, so or she
Okay.
yeah. Plus she can use those in her TikToks.
Yeah, and so that's when we find the really funny
I
shit and we keep that.
I secretly save the footage to my laptop and then delete it from the server.
All right.
Did
Secretly,
we
as
notice
in
him?
like you trying to hide it from us secretly?
Yeah, like
You don't know what he's doing.
No, but he said secretly. So is he trying to like hide it from us that he's saving it, or
Well, I imagine yes.
I mean, you could.
I want
like,
to watch
roll
over his
to
shoulder
see-
as he's doing stuff.
I mean, we have to
Because
roll.
honestly,
We have
no, I've got every.
if he
I've got
wants to
every reason
secretly
not to
do
trust
it.
you because you stole my car.
if he wants to secretly do it, he has to roll for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Subterfuge.
You stole my car.
it'd be
Max is mad because
subterfuge,
he had to walk.
probably subterfuge
But-
and intelligence because it's computer related.
And what do I have to roll to notice it?
I would say to notice it, it would definitely be wits. I'm trying to think if it would be awareness
would-
or if you would need technology to recognize specifically what he's doing on the computer.
Yeah, Ron, if you could roll me one too, that would be awesome.
Awareness or
Whenever you
technology?
decide
I'm
what
gonna
it is.
say if you choose awareness, it'll be a higher difficulty. But if you choose technology, so either tech
Okay.
or awareness plus wits. Cole only rolled 2, and
I'm not very subterfugey.
Ha ha ha.
Ah.
rousing. Jerry doesn't.
I rolled 2.
Hmm.
It really does feel like I'm
So
actually there, y'all.
with you meeting,
If it meets, it beats.
that's D&D. I would say,
Well, yeah, but
I'll call this more of a mixed success. You notice something weird. Like you don't know what he was doing, but you notice there was something he was definitely trying to not show you. You don't know what he was trying to not show you, but there was something he didn't want you to see.
and that's when I look over. I'm like, hiding gay porn in there, and then I look at Jerry. No offense.
Because as soon as you said that, I 100% looked at you, and I'm 100% going to cut my eyes and look down.
Why are you being so shady down there?
No. Not gay
After
porn at
stealing
all.
my
no.
car.
Wait, yes, it's gay porn that I'm hiding. That's what it is.
Ooh, open the file. Let me see. Let me see what you got. I've got some save stuff too.
It's like 2 girls, 1 cup, but worse.
Okay, well, just show us.
Yeah.
I Google.
I kind of love those ones where you kind of have to be like,
Oh, what about one guy, one jar? What about that one?
I haven't seen that one.
Well,
oh, that
and
one was
that's like when I start
rough.
reaching. That's when I start reaching for his laptop.
I let you take the laptop.
All right. And then I guess I would have to roll because I'm pretty sure he would have been trying to close tabs or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, did you?
I mean, I probably wouldn't be using Google Chrome to hack the server.
Yeah.
I'm probably just using.
The thing is, what you're going to see as far as the hacking stuff goes is a big screen of code, because that's what hacking looks like. That's, yeah.
Canonically, that's accurate.
That's what it looks like in the movies, It's I mean technically it is just a code that runs, but in the movies it's a code you're actively typing all and then it gets
And I just look at him like, dude, what were you trying to hide?
I don't know what you're talking about. It was gay porn.
And then
Bro,
this
you
is
just stole my car. What makes you think we're going to believe that shit?
I'm gonna say, dude, why are you trying to lie to us? We're all on the same team. I don't understand why you left us in the dark. You constantly fight against us the entire time. I mean, I understand none of us knew each other 6 days ago, 8 days ago. I don't even know. I've lost track, but I understand. But seriously, we all just need to be open and honest with one another. And yes, I fucked up. Please don't make another fuck up. And I'm trying to make twos to that. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm trying to communicate my persuasion with charisma to get him to tell me the truth.
okay. Roll it.
Do I get my special modifiers?
What are your?
Because I am beautiful.
You do be attracted to you for that to be helpful.
Okay. Wait, they do or don't?
They don't.
Ooh.
It's
I go
successes.
fine, and
You can resist. You can attempt to resist if you want. It'd be a composure plus resolve. You'd have to get a crit because you've only got.
I go fine, and then I grab the laptop, turn it back around. I press some buttons, I turn back around, and it's a TikTok video of two idiots from a Ring doorbell watching a guy drive off in a car. And one guy says, "Well, fuck, he just stole my car."
And that's when I make a very audible
did you
sound
just
like, oh
post-
my god.
Did you just post evidence of our crime by Craig?
Craig just left. God damn it! Why does he do that?
Craig had enough of this.
It is like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean we're almost done. Hold up, let me get a. Actually, let me open the download page first, so I don't lose that download. All right, and then Craig, go back to the chat, rejoin.
Now recording.
Okay.
Hi, Craig.
Welcome back, Craig.
So now that we've got Craig back, I'm going to turn to Cole. I'm going to be like, did you really post what we just did onto a public media forum? And you were pissy at me that I invited y'all over to my house?
It's like 10 seconds of you just watching me drive away in your truck or in your car, and you saying, "Well, fuck, he just stole my."
I don't think he
car,"
posted on
and then you
TikTok. It's just the cloud that he got from, and he saved it onto his
No,
computer.
it's on TikTok now. That's what
Why-
I wanted the
Yeah,
video for.
except at the very beginning of the video, you see right here where it sees all three of us walk up onto their porch, literally talking, and then they see me do this
You
thing
mean
with
the
my
two
finger
of
right here.
you?
No, you walked
mean
up
the
there with
two
us,
of you.
motherfucker. You walked up there with
Yeah,
us
we were
and
in the
left while
car.
we were
No,
up there.
you were up there too.
You were up there with
No.
us, and you decided to leave when we decided to break into that shit.
Out of character, like we were in the car talking about the best way of going about doing it.
We weren't
the
in the
next thing you
car.
know-
We were
We
up
weren't
on
in the
front
car. We're up on the
porch.
front porch. That's why he cut himself, and then you had to walk back to the car and shove a screwdriver in there.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, I
Where'd you
wouldn't
even
have
find the
posted that.
screwdriver?
It was in the trunk.
It wasn't in the trunk. It's in my trunk. There's no screwdriver in the trunk of my car.
It's too late.
We were
Everybody
on the
has an
porch.
emergency roadside.
We were on the porch.
Everybody
All
has
three
it.
of us. All three of our faces are on the video you just posted onto a public media
Okay,
forum.
okay. Regardless, I would have just trimmed it down to just the part where you turn around and look at me drive away. It wouldn't have been the whole video.
To be fair,
You still
Well,
posted
I'm gonna go back to the
something
video real
with
fast and
our
be like,
faces when you know that I specifically am being hunted by
Your
someone
face,
in the fucking FBI.
your face,
and I'm a
your
public
face probably wouldn't have
face.
been in the video. Your
Guess what
face
was
wouldn't have
it?
been
Guess
in
what
the
You
video.
would
don't
have been
think
in the
that we have
video?
face recognition shit that's running all through the internet? You don't think that exists, Mr. Technology Boy?
The FBI owns
I-
that shit. They scan
I
faces.
would have trimmed.
Oh, you trimmed it, but there's my fucking face right there. You trimmed it, you trimmed it, you trimmed it, you trimmed it to the 3 seconds. Oh, fuck, he stole my car. Yeah, I trimmed it. How about you just fucking delete it already? Jesus fucking
Take
Christ.
the video off. Because even
I'm
if
good.
there's no
I'm just
faces,
gonna
guess what
leave it.
else you see? You see our fucking
We see some like house lights turning on because we're yelling in the middle of a park.
Just so everyone knows, we are 100% just being jackasses. There's nothing personal going on right now. We're just trying to being dicks.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think this is how my character would react if he just got his life turned 180. So
I feel this is how my
Because-
character would react if someone just stole his car. Because this is basically what I would be like.
That's where I leave the photo too.
What is Cole's reaction to all of this?
two dudes yelling at him while he's swinging on a swing.
Dads are angry.
Yeah, dads are angry right now.
What
Cole's just sitting there.
are you doing, Frank?
I'm gonna make a observation to see if like he's tearing up or something. Awareness with charisma. It's a 2.
Look at my powers. So my backstory gives me some weird shit. My gives me some weird shit where like I get pissed off and turn into the Hulk kind of thing.
You do.
I'm looking for it.
So everyone has a clan bane. Yours is, let's see, clans. You are the La Sombra. Um, compulsion. Failure is not an option. The blood will urge them to act any conceivable. This really happens on sort of a frenzy type thing usually. It essentially causes you uh, to act in basically, okay. Their blood will urge them to act to any act conceivable to reach their goals, whether in the moment or in Byzantine plots that last centuries. Any setback is felt profoundly, and they quickly escalate to the most ruthless of methods unless they achieve their aims. The next time the vampire fails any action, they receive a 2 dice penalty to any and all rolls until a further attempt at the same action exceeds. Note that the above penalty applies to any future attempts at the triggering action as well. I just don't remember when compulsions specifically get activated. I don't think they're from Frenzy. Frenzy is different. They are. This could potentially trigger this compulsion, but it's more when you fail at something that it sounds like it triggers. Because you fail at something and then you become ruthless in your attempt to achieve it going forward.
Yeah, I was trying to see if that would be something that would trigger at this point because like
Page 208.
I mean,
When you didn't. It depends on if he thinks he failed at something. Compulsions. They always occur on a bestial failure, which you didn't have one of those, so that's a crit fail. Yeah, the only rules way that it activates is on a crit fail. Now, if you want to RP activate it somehow, but the thing is, you haven't failed at anything unless you consider failing at, I don't know, keeping them hidden or something. But you haven't actually failed at anything to trigger that.
yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Because if it was something that RP could trigger, I think it would be kind of hilarious to do it now.
Yeah.
But I don't see why it would.
Yeah.
That'd be too funny though. Be like, "Fuck you guys!" and I break the laptop and I throw it in the fucking woods. Like, anyway, so I probably just
What
sit
is my
there like
bane?
a skull.
Banu Hakim, their bane is, or their compulsion.
For the readers or listeners at home, like this is a very complicated game with all sorts of different weird rules that go on.
So much going
So
on.
we lose track of we lose track of a lot of shit that happens.
Everyone also
Are
has Banes. Frank is the only Bane we ever remember because his Bane is technology. Um, the Banu Hakim, your compulsion is judgment. The vampire is compelled to punish anyone seen to transgress. Again, these are technically triggered on a crit fail, but you are
okay.
compelled to punish anyone seen to transgress against your personal creed, taking their blood as just vengeance for the crime. For one scene, the vampire must slake at least one hunger from anyone, friend or foe, that acts against a conviction of theirs. Failure to do so results in a 3 dice penalty to all rolls until the compulsion is satisfied or the scene ends.
Jesus.
Yeah, your Bane, by the way, Banu Hakim are drawn to feed from those deserving punishment. This is especially true for vampire blood, the very essence of transgression. When one of them tastes the blood of another vampire, they find it very hard to stop. Slaking at least one hunger level with vampiric vitae provides a hunger frenzy test at difficulty 2 plus your Bane severity. If the test is failed, they attempt to gorge themselves on the blood. Yeah, so yeah, it's risky for you to drink vampire blood because you might lose control. But I guess your character wouldn't know that yet. You
I
did
want it.
we didn't
I
do
still need to
that.
figure. I still need to figure out my feeding
Yeah,
style.
yeah, we didn't do that when you fed on Tiv's blood because I forgot about it. And then Jerry, yours is Tremere. And Tremere's compulsion is perfectionism, so on a crit failure, nothing but the best satisfies the vampire. Anything less than exceptional performance instills a profound sense of failure, and they often repeat tasks obsessively to get them just right. Until you score a critical win on a skill roll or the scene ends, you labor under a 2 dice penalty to all dice pools. Um, Reduce the penalty to 1 for a repeated action and remove it entirely on the second repeat. And your Bane, um, oh, that's right. Tremere can do not have the ability to blood bond people. That's your Bane.
Wow.
No, wait. You can't blonde up. You can bind mortals. You cannot bind other vampires. That is their Bane. So your mortal's still yours. um, Yeah, none of that's come up into play really. Now you can always RP like lesser versions of this. Like when your compulsion activates, you are compelled to do the thing. Like if if Cole's compulsion was activated, he is compelled to ruthlessly achieve his ends no matter what the cost, and so forth. But if it's to a lesser scale, he can slowly become more and more ruthless, or Jerry can slowly, find himself becoming more of a perfectionist. Max's one doesn't really apply to general RP, other than like you're hanging out with other vampires and damn, their blood, it smells good. But because you don't have to go, on a crit failure, that's when it kicks in and you have no choice. But I think I just accidentally clicked show to players on something on Cole's character sheet. um, but yeah. So what does Cole end up doing in this situation? So we can wrap up.
Yeah, the reason why I was looking at that was just see if it triggered because I thought it'd be kind of funny if he like fucking just flipped out and broke the laptop.
Yeah.
But seeing as how that's not really a choice type thing, it's more of just a failure type thing.
Yeah.
He probably just sits there quietly and it's just like looking at the laptop and he goes like, but it's already got 1,000 views. They all think it's funny.
I just delete it.
Bill, if you're talking, your mic is up and we can't hear you. I think he's not talking. Okay. Okay then. I guess that is solved. Yeah, so you have a meeting set up for tomorrow. Um, and it's 11 o'clock at in the real world, so it's about bedtime. um, and next session we'll go meet Olivia and find out, hopefully, why she didn't show up and what it is she's afraid of.
Alright.
Bill is dancing again. His awe is on. Everyone pay attention to him. Yeah, I guess that's where we'll call it a night. That while the three vampires argue over TikTok and I guess drive home, um, back to Jerry's place first, and then Cole either goes home or stays the night. Wesley is still just on the couch staring into space.
I'm going back to the warehouse.
The warehouse.
My wife is
Yeah.
my wife is having sex with Seth Rogen.
He's just so one of the vampire campaigns that I listen to, there is a character who is the same clan. No, wait, never mind. It is a different clan. He plays the creepiest character because he's like his character. He'll just sit there silently, just like while the others are out. He'll just sit there and stare off into space, waiting for them to return and things like that. And so that and he does it on purpose. He's like, I'm waiting like in the chair right in front of the door or something, waiting for them to walk in. Like they're gonna be gone all night. I'm waiting all night. So that I'm the first thing they see when they walk in. Yeah. Um, all right. So that was it for tonight. Uh, we will see you next time. This has been Integrated Dice Management playing Houston After Dark, the Vampire the Masquerade campaign. And I was your storyteller, Ron Bjork. And Jaden was here briefly.
That's the perfect outro for Jane. He was here.
You can find me on Twitter at, I think, Ron Bjork or something like that. Possibly at Brillian. I can never remember. And then there's Frank.
Hey, I've been Frank. I played the tech nerd that is self-aware of his own. I don't know. It's like 11. My brain's done for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can catch me somewhere on social media if you try hard enough. I do stream occasionally. If you look up at FK Lightcastle, I think is my streamer thing on Twitch. I don't know. That's me.
My Twitter is at RonBjork1, and currently I have 2 followers. One of them is me on my other
Nice.
Twitter. And the other one is someone who I haven't talked to in so long. So Bill.
Hey y'all, I've been Bill. I've been Jerry. I haven't been able to play Jerry tonight. Ron has been autopiloting Jerry for me, but it's okay. Jerry didn't roll anything higher than a 1 all night, so it's like I was actually there.
Jerry rolled a
I love roll.
okay. Well, there's a 1. Jerry. That you got 2 successes on erasing that one guy's memory.
He's mortal, and as it turns out, not bonded.
No. The mortal. No, that
Oh no,
you can't bond
vampires.
mortals.
I can bond mortals.
I was talking about the guy who possibly could have resisted your memory erasing. Olivia's grandson.
Yeah.
You can find Bill at Beelzebub.
No, just Beelzebub.
Yes.
It's like Beelzebub. It's like the Zubub part is right, but the first part is just Bill.
And
I don't follow you, so I don't know.
I'm gonna try.
Hey guys, I was Hayden, or I am Hayden. I played Max, the
He was Hayden. At 11 o'clock, he is no longer Hayden.
yeah, I'm no longer Hayden. I've turned into something my
Brandon.
parents would disapprove of. But yep. My
That's a
parents
great
say,
joke for those that are in the know.
yeah, for my parents say the Holy Spirit goes to sleep at 9 p.m. Woo!
So
But yeah.
everyone after 9 p.m. is Brandon?
Oh no! Speaking of, he
Hi,
just got home.
Oh,
But yeah,
Brandon.
but yeah. It was nice playing with you guys.
good.
That is yo.
Bill,
Later.
there are a lot of
Night.
Beelzebubs on here.
I was the OG.
I haven't found you yet.
Bill's
Where
above
at?
OG. This way.
How do you spell it?
Let's see. Are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay. BILLZABUB2. The number 2.
Beelzebub 2. You were the second one. You have one
You know,
follower so far, but now guess what? Boom. You're
oh
gonna
no,
have 2.
I don't care about the followers at all. Honestly, I just be posting art stuff, and every image I post, it's just like the line work and the shading is so goddamn good. Like actually, I'm just about to post a League of Legends one that just looks badass and epic, like a comic cover. Aw, Ron Bjork one just followed me. That's so nice. Also, I also this I repost all of Tasha's stuff directly from here too.
Hmm. I'm probably
We're looking at Twitter now.
apparently I'm probably
Yeah.
following Tasha because we bought art from her, and that's probably one of the things I did.
Oh god, that's so good. It's like a traditional piece, but it's Dragon Ball Z.
BILLZABUB.
And then the number 2.
Then you weren't the OG.
No, I wasn't the OG, but I'm the only one that's important, so that makes me the OG.
Now you have 3 followers.
Woo!
Yay. All right. Down.
I haven't opened Twitter in like 6 years.
Stop that recording. Stop.
I have 1 follower.